Sean, Corey, Melanie, thank you very much. 8:20 to go here in the first quarter. It's 4th down and 3 for Northern Illinois. And they are going to be stopped short on 4th down. With Adam Archuleta and Rashawn Ali, I'm Andrew Catalon. We thank you so much for joining us. Rod Caray is arguing the spot of that ball, but clearly right now, Adam, that appears to be short.
Well, that's so close. Penny Vaya, the Sam linebacker, does a terrific job on the sophomore out there, Ezra Saffold, of getting off that block. This was blocked up perfectly and should have been an easy first down, but the effort for Vaya to get off of the block, fall back inside, and get him before he's able to get that first down marker is a terrific effort.
And you can see where Rod Caray, the Northern Illinois head coach, may have been upset with that spot. But there's the spot, and they are short. The UNLV defense comes through with a big stand here in the first quarter, and Caray still can't believe it. We've had some fireworks already here in the first quarter. We'll catch you up on everything when we come back on CBS Sports Network.
After I played FanDuel the first time, I was hooked. It's awesome, man.
If you're into fantasy football, listen up. People are going crazy for these one-week fantasy football leagues at FanDuel.com.
With FanDuel, there's no season-long commitment.
FanDuel lets you play in one-week fantasy football leagues for real money.
Assembling the ideal team on FanDuel is a blast. If you're competitive, FanDuel is the ultimate in competition.
The night I did win.
8:16 to go, first quarter. UNLV back out for their 3rd drive of the game. Decker on first down, pass is complete, and that is Anthony Williams, the senior, picking up a Rebel first down. So UNLV's first drive resulted in a touchdown pass from Blake Decker to Devontae Boyd. It went for 64 yards to give UNLV a 7-0 lead. But on UNLV's second drive, Decker threw an interception. He threw 18 a year ago. That was tied for the second most in the country. So this is the 3rd offensive drive for the Rebels. That's a give to Whiteley, and he is stacked up at the line by Northern Illinois.
Well, this is what I'm interested to see, and I think Tony Sanchez and Barney Cotton are interested to see, is how does Blake Decker respond to that? Because the very first drive of the game, he looked very crisp, made great decisions, and got the ball to his wide receivers. But how does he respond after throwing that interception is going to go a long way to see how he matured here in the offseason.
Gain of 3 on first down, 2nd and 7. Decker to the air, and that pass is caught at the 44-yard line, and UNLV moves the chains again.
A pretty sharp pass over the middle. This window is very small. He had to be very precise right here, but you see he puts it right on his wide receiver, Criswell. Another sharp-looking pass. If he can control his decision-making, then I think he's going to be able to move this offense here today.
First catch of the game for Criswell. Decker running right, chased from behind and tripped up. Great defensive pressure there by Juwan Johnson, the converted safety, now playing linebacker.
Terrific job coming off of the edge right here, or right inside, and just chases down Blake Decker. There was no protection right there. It looked like he was trying to hit a double move off of the play-action pass.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11, inside 6.5 to go in the first quarter. Handoff up the middle, and Whiteley, with not much room to run, will bring up 3rd and long. Sean Folliard on the stop for the Huskies.
Well, that's the 2nd time today that Sean Folliard has made a terrific play in the run game earlier, coming off the block. And then this is great middle linebacker play. You're going to see number 40 just knife through the line of scrimmage and make that play. That's how you play defense.
UNLV 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in the opening drive, facing 3rd down and 10. Decker in trouble, steps up, and he can't get away from William Lee. The sophomore from Indianapolis wraps up the quarterback, and it'll be 4th down for UNLV.
Well, pass protection is going to be big. And you can see that their strength of this football team is Decker and his wide receivers, so they have to be able to protect him. Now, defensive coordinator Jay Neiman, he doesn't like to bring pressure. He would prefer his front four to get after the passer. and they come through with a big play, forcing a fourth down.
Logan Yunker is out to punt for UNLV, and Chad Beebe, the son of former NFL wide receiver Don Beebe, is back deep for the Huskies. This is a short kick that bounces out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So Northern Illinois will go back on offense when we come back. 5 minutes to go, first quarter. UNLV out to a 7-3 lead.
This is what it looks like when real people playing fantasy football win $1 million. And now that football's back at DraftKings.com, the one-week fantasy sports destination, you could get your share of $10 million week one. Just pick your sport, pick your players, and pick up your cash. Play with promo code FOOTBALL and get free entry at our Millionaire Maker event week one. Winner gets $2 million.
Ventressure will not suffer lawlessness.
Both says there's nothing more dangerous than a Welshman who has nothing to lose.
This is my fight. I've no plan but vengeance.
Who are you?
Amish by trade. Welcome, Executioner.
The Bastard Executioner. Series premiere Tuesday, September 15th on FX.
Uh-oh. Warning light. Suddenly, your car's a rolling time bomb, or worse. But at AutoZone, we're not afraid of that little light. We have what you need to make it right and put you at ease. It's called The Zone, and we'll help get you there.
Say hello to the DirecTV high-definition DVR with TiVo, delivering a unique entertainment experience you won't find on Dish Network. With features like Swivel Search, go beyond keywords to search smarter. Wishlist lets you find and record programs based on your preferences. And Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down learns what you like and automatically records suggested shows. Plus, Season Pass records your favorite shows no matter when they air. Experience the high-definition DVR with TiVo from DirecTV.
College football on CBS Sports Network is presented by Geico here at Husky Stadium, and former NFL safety Adam Archuleta. I'm Andrew Catalon. Rashawn Ali is also with us. And UNLV just 2 wins last year, but off to a very nice start so far tonight, Adam.
I think right now Tony Sanchez has to be pleased by what he's seen from his football team, going down there and getting the long touchdown to Devontae Boyd on their first series. And then their defense a couple times holding tough and turning back that Northern Illinois offense.
Here's a look at what you missed so far. Early first quarter on third down, Decker deep to Devontae Boyd.
This is going to be the guy that the Husky defense has to watch. He easily beats the man-on-man coverage, and then Decker hits him. And for the Huskies on offense, this is the guy they wanted to see come back. They were so excited. Tommylee Lewis gets on track early, but then you see the very next play, he has to come off of the field. We're not quite sure what is wrong with him, but that is a major loss, somebody they were so excited to have coming into this game.
Lewis only played in 2 games last year before a foot injury ended his season, and they couldn't talk enough about how much energy Lewis had to finally get back out here tonight. He needs to go out early. We'll check on that. Meanwhile, on first down, big completion for Kenny Galladay, the big guy at 6'4", 200 pounds, picks up 17 yards.
That's another player that they were excited to see how he played, coming over from junior college that they signed in the offseason, but a very big target. The question was, when the lights came on in major college football, how would he respond?
On first down, Hare will keep it himself, taking it to the outside, running out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Let's check in with Rashawn Ali. And we'll get back to Rashawn.
It's another Huskies.
There's a 10-yard gain for Drew Hare on first down, so another Huskies first down. And they're going with a little tempo here to try to throw off that UNLV defense. After the run by Buono, now let's go back down to Rashawn Ali.
All right, thank you so much, Andrew. Yeah, Tommylee Lewis is walking it out on the sideline, stretching, and he's limping just a little bit. He just got on the stationary bike. I'm going to keep my eye on it.
All right, right, Rashawn, thank you very much. 4:20 to go first quarter. BB juggles it, regains possession, and now is tackled at the 43-yard line. McTire for UNLV and on the stop. This Northern Illinois offense, we spoke with the coaches yesterday, offensive coordinator Bob Cole. He told us that this is as many weapons as he's ever had in an offense. They can do so many different things with so many different guys. We've already seen a tight end run the football in the first quarter, Desroy Maxwell. And this is Boigneau up the middle to the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and short.
So many things happen in the first game of the season, and I think when you're trying to go up against an opponent that has a new staff, a new defensive coordinator, you still have to go and attack what you saw off the field film last season. And this defense had a really hard time stopping the running game.
Wow, Hare pitches it to Maxwell, the tight end, but UNLV with a lot of traffic up the middle, and it'll bring up another 4th down for Northern Illinois. They're now 0 for 3 on 3rd downs.
Yeah, their critical down so far in this game has not looked very crisp. And they have not been able to execute. Boy, that's a heck of a job by the Mike linebacker, Ryan McAleenan, again getting off of the block and forcing the 4th down.
And they're setting up to go for it again on 4th and 2, already 0 for 1 on 4th downs in this quarter. Hare out of the gun, rolling right. Trying to keep it himself, dives, and we'll have to see where the spot is again. Great pursuit by Vea for UNLV. And this will all come down to the spot of the football, just like the last 4th down for the Huskies.
Well, it looked like this was designed run the entire way. And again, another pursuit, a great pursuit on the outside by Penny Vaya.
Media timeout.
And they are marking that short. Another 4th down stand by the UNLV defense. 2:48 to go. Rebels still up 7-3.
Discover Can-Am's wide range of industry-leading vehicles during the Yellow Tag event. For a limited time, get the industry-acclaimed Outlander L starting at $59.49, or choose the powerful Outlander, the versatile Commander, or the turbocharged Maverick. With cash rebates up to $2,500. Offer ends soon. Visit your local dealer during the Yellow Tag event. Can-Am, the ride says it all.
How fast are Allegra gel caps?
What a nice surprise, fast.
Party's moved outside fast. For your toughest symptoms, non-drowsy Allegra provides noticeable relief in just 1 hour.
I'm not missing the hayride, fast.
Allegra gel caps, not just fast, Allegra fast.
Savvy moms everywhere are shopping Zulily.com, a leading daily deal site for moms, babies, and kids, offering up to 70% off great brands.
Zulily is the best deal going. Cannot wait to get on and see what's new.
Zulily's deals are unbelievable, but they're only available for a limited time.
If you don't buy it when you see it, you might miss out.
Get a head start on back-to-school shopping at Zulily.com, a big selection of styles for a small window of time.
King, Tsar, or Sultan, the choice is yours. Rise to power and watch your empire grow. Lead your nation in a massive war against thousands of players online. Strategically launch your armies to banish rivals from the land. Then conquer the world through the art of war. March of Empires. Download now.
CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Baraka. And by Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper in college football. It's a one-of-a-kind tradition. Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind.
Back in DeKalb, 65 miles west of Chicago, and Rod Carey's Northern Illinois Huskies now 0 for 2 on 4th downs in this opening quarter. The spot was well short of the marker.
Boy, that's pretty close. The question is, was his foot out of bounds before he went to go step out or put that ball across the line.
So UNLV back on offense, and this is the backup quarterback, Kurt Palandek, on the keeper, running out of bounds for a first down. UNLV told us yesterday that even though Blake Decker is their starter, they have one eye on the future, and they want to mix in the backup Palandek to try to get him some reps. He's just a sophomore, so he's got the series right here, Adam.
Yeah, they want to develop their guys, and they just feel that if, God forbid, something happens to Decker, they need somebody to have some experience. So the plan was to get him a few reps and see how he does out there. A native of Plainfield, Illinois, just 45 miles from here, and this is Whiteley up to the 44-yard line. We weren't sure what would happen if UNLV's offense came out clicking. Are they really going to stick by this and put in the backup? Well, they are. So credit to Tony Sanchez to sticking with the plan. I got to tell you, I'm a little shocked. I would think that maybe being up by 4 points, being in this situation, doing some good things on offense, you would want to have your starting quarterback out there to manage this drive.
On 2nd and 3. It's Whiteley with some room again up the middle for a UNLV first down. Gain of 13 for Whiteley.
Well, a couple tough runs by Whiteley. Really good block coming in here by his tight end. And the offensive line clearing away that defensive front. Just to play earlier, you saw a beautiful power run by Whiteley running over a defender, but offensively right now, the Rebels looking pretty sharp.
47 yards rushing in this quarter for UNLV, and Whiteley with a tough couple of yards there with 1:18 to go in the first quarter. UNLV averaged 129 rush yards last year, and Tony Sanchez told us he wants to see that get a little closer to the 200-yard mark this year, and what a year it will be here for UNLV. Tony Sanchez, driven to succeed, brought to you by Cooper Tires, just the 5th man to go directly from the high school ranks to a Division I head football coach, and he's already provided a boost of energy here for this program. The give to the true freshman Lexington Thomas, and he is met quickly by Renard Sharon, the redshirt freshman out of Lake Worth, Florida.
I had a chance to talk to Tony Sanchez on the sideline before the game, and I knew he liked his passing game, and I knew he liked his receivers, but I said, hey, do you like your running backs? Do you think you're going to be able to run the ball? And he said, yeah, actually I do. You know, Keith Whiteley is a tough runner inside, but he was really excited to see Lexington Thomas because he felt like this is a guy that could carry the ball and give him that big game breaker that they have in Devontae Boyd on the outside.
3rd down and 6 for UNLV. 2 for 3 on 3rd downs. Palandek throws right, and that pass is caught for another first down. Anthony Williams on the catch, and that should be the final play of the first quarter. And what an impressive start here for UNLV. 2-11 last year. They did not win a road game. And at the end of one, the Rebels have a 7-3 lead, and they are driving as we will start the second quarter. After one, UNLV, a surprising 7-3 lead on Northern Illinois.
It's been a long off-season. They say my best year's behind me. Nobody believes I got any magic left. Oh, but I do. I got lots of magic left. It's time to get back to work.
After I played FanDuel the first time, I was hooked.
People are going crazy for these one-week fantasy football leagues at FanDuel.com.
With FanDuel, there's no season-long commitment.
FanDuel lets you play in one-week fantasy football leagues for real money.
Assembling the ideal team on FanDuel is a blast.
Try FanDuel today, and we'll match your first deposit up to $200.
On FanDuel, I've won over $62,000.
Go to FanDuel.com, click on the microphone to get a bonus of up to $200. Enter promo code CRUSHED4. That's promo code CRUSHED4.
After I played FanDuel the first time, I was hooked. It's awesome, man.
If you're into fantasy football, listen up. People are going crazy for these one-week fantasy football leagues at FanDuel.com.
With FanDuel, there's no season-long commitment.
FanDuel lets you play in one-week fantasy football leagues for real money.
Assembling the ideal team on FanDuel is a blast. If you're competitive, FanDuel is the ultimate in competition.
The night I did win the money, it was one of the best feelings I've ever had in my entire life.
FanDuel is so big, they're paying out over $75 million in winnings a week this football season.
With FanDuel, you get your winnings right away. There's no messing around.
Try FanDuel today, and we'll match your first deposit up to $200.
On FanDuel, I've won over $62,000.
With me, FanDuel has a customer for life.
I have a ton of fun playing FanDuel.
FanDuel.com is the leader in one-week fantasy football. Join a league today starting at just $1. Deposit now, and we'll match it up to $200. Go to FanDuel.com now and click on the microphone to get a bonus of up to $200. Enter promo code EPIC1. That's promo code EPIC1.
Families may trust nursing homes to provide a safe environment and quality care for their loved ones. But it is important to know the warning signs of abuse and neglect. Warning signs may include broken bones, bed sores, and malnutrition. If you suspect a loved one is suffering abuse or neglect, you can speak with an attorney to help protect their rights. Call Sokolov Law for a free legal consultation. 1-800-966-9950. That's 1-800-966-9950. I'm a non-attorney spokesperson.
UNLV with 51 yards rushing in that opening quarter, and they lead 7-3 with Tony Sanchez making his collegiate head coaching debut. Incredible run at Bishop Gorman in Nevada. For the last 6 years, they won 6 consecutive state titles, and it's a very small list of men who have gone straight from high school to be an FBS head coach. And what will happen with Sanchez here this year, we'll have to find out. Obviously, it's just game one, but we can already tell you that the amount of energy that he's pumped into this program is palpable, and you can feel that they're making some changes. Uniforms are a little different this year. They're trying to embrace Vegas, and Sanchez is trying to build from the bottom. And his backup quarterback, Palandek, on the keeper and in, and the Rebels running out to a 13-3 lead. An 18-yard touchdown run for Kurt Palandek, the Illinois native. And a bit of stunned silence here in DeKalb.
I tell you, Palandek looks like he has a little giddy-up out there. Followed his guard, Alex Neal. And right now, this Husky defense is reeling a little bit. I don't think they quite expected the Rebel offense to execute the way they've done so here in the first quarter.
Who's going to be the quarterback next UNLV series, Adam? Tony Sanchez has a decision to make as the extra point is good by Bornand. It is quiet in DeKalb. Northern Illinois has been to 7 straight bowl games. They were 11-3 last year. They trail 14-3.
The very start, I wanted FitCore to be different. If you come to me, it's because you want to do what I do, because I don't do what other people do. It's kind of like creating a brand for myself.
Your business is unique. Your marketing should be too. With Vistaprint, it will be. Put your personal touch on 500 business cards starting at just $9.99. Just enter promo code TV500 at Vistaprint.com.
Stay true to yourself. You can do this how you want to do it, and somebody else is going to think that's awesome and want to do it that way too.
Vistaprint.com.
Allergy medicine not working? Your symptoms aren't caused by allergens. They're caused by your body's chemical responses to them. For powerful relief, choose Nasacort Allergy 24-Hour. Unlike antihistamines that target only one of your body's responses, Nasacort stops more with a powerful anti-inflammatory to relieve the worst nasal allergy symptoms, even congestion, for 24 hours. It's full prescription strength medicine available over the counter. Nasacort stops more of what makes you miserable.
Away. Away is the smell of victory. And the smell of burgers. Away is always having home field advantage. even when you're miles away from home. Find your away. For a dealer in the RV that's right for you, visit GoRVing.com.
It's a golden opportunity to elevate each moment. Hit every mark. Thread every needle. Turn every ride into a thrill ride. Come into the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event, where you'll find some of the best offers of the year on our most exhilarating models. Lease the 2015 RC350 for $449 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
Plainfield, Illinois native Kurt Palandak with a 16-yard touchdown run, and UNLV has a 14-3 lead, the first career touchdown for the sophomore.
Boy, the Husky right now defense is having a hard time getting off blocks. This is a true freshman right here. Leading the way, Alex Neal. And they're just going to ride the running back, Keith Whiteley, outside, but look at how that entire side is sealed off. The inside linebacker, Sean Follier, cannot get off the block quick enough, and that is easily executed for a rushing touchdown.
We spoke with the Northern Illinois coaches yesterday in their office, and they told us it's a bit of a challenge to prepare not only in the first game of the season, but for an entirely new staff. They looked at the coordinators' former teams, and they didn't really know what to expect, and they figured they were going to have to make some adjustments at halftime. They better make them sooner than later, as it's 14-3 in favor of UNLV. A touchback on the kickoff, so Northern Illinois will come back out on offense. Well, host Adam Shine brings his unmatched enthusiasm to a whole new level on his nightly show full of strong opinions and high energy. Time to Shine, weeknights at 6 Eastern, right here on CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. So Drew Hare back out for the Huskies, the junior out of O'Fallon, Missouri. So far tonight, he's 5 out of 6 for 66 yards. And he will throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and steps up and gets no gain on the play. Coverage downfield by UNLV.
Now, the difference between both defenses is that the Rebel defense is getting off blocks, and they're beating the one-on-one matchups up front. This was a place where Kent Baer defensive coordinators are interested to see how they were going to play the big guys up front.
On second down, no room to run again. This is UNLV defense has come out fired up. Taulo Tulele in on that stop. And it'll be third down and long for Northern Illinois. Kent Baer, first season as defensive coordinator for the Rebels, and his defense has held Northern Illinois to 0 for 3 on third downs, trying to convert their first one of the night here over the middle. It's caught by Maxwell, but he is a yard shy of a first down. Tackled at the 34-yard line. They had to get to the 35. And on 4th and 1, Rod Caray has to send out his punt team. Another tremendous job by this Rebels defense.
That's been the story so far, is on the critical downs, the third downs and the fourth downs. They've just come up short. And you've got one thing you got to know as a wide receiver in your routes on third down is you got to get to the sticks. It does you no good for your offense to be sitting at 4th and 1.
Jake Ambrose punt, and a fair catch called for by Whiteley at the 15-yard line with 13:16 to go in the first half. College football action continues on CBS Sports Network next Saturday with a full slate of games, including top 25 teams Arizona and UCLA facing off with Mountain West foes. It's all right here on CBS Sports Network. More games, more moments. And Adam, you'll be in Nevada to see Arizona.
Pretty excited about that one.
And speaking of Arizona, one of the big headlines over the weekend, the injury to Scooby Wright. He's the focus of our icy hot injury report. He injured his knee in Thursday night's win. The good news is that it does not appear to be season ending, but Wright is expected to miss some time. Whiteley on first down. And quickly taken down by the Northern Illinois defense.
But Jay Neiman, we talked about it earlier, doesn't like to blitz. One of the lowest blitz percentages in college football, but I think right now, because of what this Rebel offense has done to his defense, has no choice but to try and send pressure. Paris Logan off of the corner right there does a really good job of getting in the backfield and making that tackle for a loss.
And Blake Decker, the starter, is back at quarterback after Palandek had one series in the touchdown run. 2nd down and 10. Decker, handoff, Whiteley. He gets to the 21-yard line. It'll be 3rd down for UNLV. Sharon on the stop for the Huskies.
And one thing that you have to do if you're the Husky defense is, you know you have a different staff, and you're not quite sure what they're going to run. But you got to test this offensive line. There's a lot of newness on the other side of the ball. And you got to force Blake Decker into making a mistake. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit more pressure here in this 2nd quarter to try and get to Blake Decker.
3rd and 6. Ford coming with pressure. Decker throws deep, incomplete. Criswell, the intended target. Perez Ford came off the edge, and Decker had to get rid of it quickly.
Well, Jay Neiman does just that with the double blitz inside, and he gets somebody free to the quarterback. Decker feels the heat, isn't really able to put the ball on the mark, and that's the defensive stop that this Husky defense needed. They had been reeling on 3rd down so far for the entire first part of this game, but now their offense gets a chance at some pretty decent field position.
2nd punt for Logan Yunker, and Chad Beebe back deep for the Huskies. Plenty of time to get it off. Good kick by Yunker. Beebe. He called for a fair catch. Now, in UNLV's defense, it was a very quick signal by Beebe. And I hesitated to say he called for a fair catch because to me it didn't look like a clear indication of a fair catch. But the flags are out, and UNLV will be penalized. You do have to make a clear indication that you're calling and signaling for a fair catch.
Well, let's see if he gets a hand above the shoulder pads and if it's for 2 waves.
Well, you don't even see it on that replay. It was early in the process.
Dead ball. It was real early in the process. He does get his hand up there.
15-yard penalty.
He does make the fair catch. It just happened so early that the defender didn't get a chance to see it.
So the penalty stands. Northern Illinois football when we come back.
The new Galaxy Edge Plus or the new Note 5. Man, Samsung gonna make pretty Flacco choose, but I could keep this one strictly for the ladies. Discreet notifications. Europe? Okay, let's talk about business. Set up a worldwide tour. I might have to go with this one. Can I get this in gold?
The new GS6 Edge Plus and the new Note 5. Get $200 or more when you trade in any smartphone or buy a Galaxy Note 5 or Galaxy S6 Edge Plus.
Prep the trauma unit 5. What do we got?
BP 64 over 40.
2 units of O9.
Multiple foreign objects in the body.
Scissors.
If you're the guy from the operation game, you get operated on. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
How fast are Allegra gel caps?
Their fun shouldn't wait fast.
My girlfriend got a new puppy fast.
For your toughest symptoms, non-drowsy Allegra provides noticeable relief in just 1 hour, 2 times faster than Claritin.
Ready to hit the road fast.
Not just fast, Allegra fast.
This is what it looks like when real people playing fantasy football win $1 million. And now that football's back at DraftKings.com, the one-week fantasy sports destination, you could get your share of $10 million week 1. Just pick your sport, pick your players, and pick up your cash. Play with promo code FOOTBALL and get free entry at our Millionaire Maker event week 1. Winner gets $2 million. Get to DraftKings.com now.
Northern Illinois fifth-year senior Tommylee Lewis still hobbling on the Huskies sideline. He only played 2 games last year because of a foot injury that ended his season. He was so excited to finally come back, and this is what happened in the first quarter.
You can see right there, right about the 5-yard line, something happens in his leg. But boy, that hurts. I mean, that was the one guy every single coach on this staff talked about how happy and excited they were to have him back in the lineup, just to have his playmaking ability. Their one big concern this game was the fact that they didn't want to overuse him. That's how important he was to this offense.
Yeah, Bob Cole, the offensive coordinator, said he's going to be hyperventilating out there. He's so excited. So a tough blow so far as Keith Harris takes it to midfield to pick up a 5 on first down. Northern Illinois can throw so many different running backs at you.
Well, Andrew, I think that you have to get back to your bread and butter. You are a running football team, and this is a defense last year. They gave up 293 yards per game on the ground, one of the worst defenses in the country. So go back and attack this defensive front with your running game.
The tight end Maxwell lined up next to Hare. He'll keep it himself and loses a yard on the play. Crashing through was Lotulele. Led the team last year with 100 tackles. And it sets up third down.
Yeah, the heart and soul of this defense inside, an absolute hitting machine. And the best part about his game is he plays it downhill, and often you're going to see him at the line of scrimmage or behind it. Another terrific tackle.
Huskies are 0 for 4 on third downs. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and 7. 10:40 to go in the first half. Hare over the middle, caught by the tight end Maxwell on a first down. First time tonight, they've converted on third down, a gain of 14.
Well, good job by Hare, standing tough in the pocket. This was an all-out blitz. And he stands in there, he is patient, he waits for his tight end to clear the middle and throws him a bullet.
And flags fly in as Northern Illinois hustle to the line of scrimmage.
Ball start. Offense, number 70, 5-yard penalty. First down.
David Alvarez, our referee tonight, and the penalty goes against the junior right guard, Josh Ruka. Only made 1 start last year, came in the bowl game. Northern Illinois lost in the Boca Raton Bowl to Marshall, and Rod Caray yesterday still upset about that loss. On first down, it's Harris across the 40. He gets back close to the original line of scrimmage. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Well, going back to this offensive line, this has been probably the biggest reason for their success here in the last 5 years is the play of their offensive line. And right now they're breaking in 3 new starters. And so you have to think that that might have an impact in their inability to get the running game going here tonight.
And the junior, Keith Harris Jr., is still hobbling, and they've called an official timeout. The Chicago native played in 2 games last year, had a touchdown on the receiving end, and receives a nice hand as he heads off to the Northern Illinois sideline.
Keith Harris is another one of those guys that they feel they love his home run hitting ability. And they were so excited about their playmakers, but now with Tommylee out of the game, Harris, they can ill afford to have miss.
Guanyo on the carry running left, not much room over there. Blake Richmond for UNLV cutting down the lane.
This run defense is so much more improved than it was last year. You're watching them play sound. They're holding their gap. They're aggressive at the linebacker spot. They're setting the edge. And that was one of the most important things they wanted to see. Now the question is, can they sustain it?
3rd and 13. Hare incomplete. The intended target was Ezra Saffold. And it'll be 4th and long. And once again, Northern Illinois will be forced to punt. How about this UNLV defense on 3rd downs tonight? They are frustrating Northern Illinois.
And I think the Huskies offensively, now the big question is who is going to be your playmakers? And I'm not quite sure they know at this point in the game who that's going to be. And that's why you see a little bit of frustration, because nobody is stepping up and making that play.
Ambrose punts it away to Whiteley. Fair catch called for at the 11-yard line. So UNLV will start this drive deep in their own territory. But with 9:13 to go in the second quarter, the Rebels still on top.
How fast are Allegra gel caps?
What a nice surprise, fast.
Parties moved outside fast. For your toughest symptoms, non-drowsy Allegra provides noticeable relief in just 1 hour.
I'm not missing the hayride, fast.
This is what it looks like when real people playing fantasy football win $1 million. And now that football's back at DraftKings.com, the one-week fantasy sports destination, you could get your share of $10 million week 1. Just pick your sport, pick your players, and pick up your cash. Play with promo code FOOTBALL and get free entry at our Millionaire Maker event week 1. Winner gets $2 million. Get to DraftKings.com now.
As the legitimate master, I make sure that every review on Rent.com is written by an actual resident. Excuse me, ma'am, did you happen to write a review titled, "This Place Stinks"?
Yes, sir.
Speaking of stinks, something smells rather rank.
It's your feet.
Uh-oh, that is called doggy doo.
Told you this place stinks.
Indeed. Rent.com, where all reviews are from actual residents and totally legit. Really? What is this, from a Shetland pony?
Say hello to the DirecTV high-definition DVR with TiVo, delivering a unique entertainment experience you won't find on Dish Network. With features like Swivel Search, go beyond keywords to search smarter. Wishlist lets you find and record programs based on your preferences. And Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down learns what you like and automatically records suggested shows. Plus, Season Pass records your favorite shows no matter when they air. Experience the high-definition DVR with TiVo from DirecTV.
Back in DeKalb, UNLV with a 14-3 lead. Let's go down to the sideline where Rashawn Ali is standing by with a special guest. Rashawn?
Thank you so much, Andrew. Yes, I'm joined by John Steinbrecher, who is the commissioner for the MAC Conference. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm great. A great evening. Good competition. Great weather.
That is absolutely fantastic. Well, let's talk about this partnership with the MAC Conference and CBS Sports Network. How excited are you about that?
Well, this was a critical part of what we've been trying to put together. Complements the other national pieces we have. We're looking forward to a long relationship.
Talk about some of the great things going on in the MAC Conference.
Well, you know, we're going through a branding and messaging campaign right now in which we get a chance to talk about the young men and women students who participate in athletes, who do great things on the field, wonderful things in the classroom, and social consciousness and community involvement. It's a wonderful place to be.
All right, we'll be back with you in just a second. Andrew?
All right, Decker on first down. That pass is caught. Big gain for UNLV. As bringing in is the tight end, Jake Phillips. 23-yard gain, back to Rashawn.
All right, thank you so much, Andrew. Let's talk a little bit more about the MAC Conference, bringing in somebody like Tony Sanchez, bringing in UNLV, and what would you say is your prediction for tonight?
Well, Huskies going to have to get the helmet snapped up, and let's take it to them. We got some good things going on the field, but tough competition with the Rebels right now.
All right, well, go MAC Conference. Thank you so much.
Decker with a big run all the way to midfield. And UNLV representing the Mountain West very well right now. A 16-yard gain.
Well, it's virtually the same play that they scored in with Powendek. Again, using the tight end. He's going to follow Jake Phillips wrapping around, and you don't normally see this from Blake Decker. He does have some scrambling ability, but now the dimension of having a designed quarterback run, something that Barney Cotton has brought over from his days at Nebraska.
8:20 to go, second quarter. And this is Whiteley on the carry, picking up a couple of yards.
So far, Andrew, the Huskies don't have an answer for that quarterback run. And again, defensively, nobody really has been able to step up and make a play. So I really think that Jay Neiman has to try and manufacture disruption and start to send a little bit more pressure, especially on the early downs, to try and get to this offense.
Second down and 8 for the Rebels. Decker steps up, going to keep it himself to the 45, still going up to the 41-yard line. 1 yard shy of a first down. This UNLV offense really keeping Northern Illinois on its toes tonight, mixing in the run and the pass. UNLV quarterbacks have 7 carries for 55 yards.
And they've been outstanding on third down. If there's one thing this defense was not good at last year, was being able to get off the field, and has carried over so far into the first game of the season.
On 3rd and 1, another first down conversion. Whiteley moving the chains, and you just mentioned it, Adam, but Northern Illinois' defense last year allowed its opponents to convert 44% of its third downs, and we spoke with Jay Neiman. He said we've got to apply more pressure this year on third downs.
And so far, they haven't so far in this game, and I don't know if it's because they're concerned about the running of this offense or what it is, but you saw in their last drive, they sent pressure on a 3rd and long situation and got off the field. Right now, up front, they're not getting the job done.
UNLV keeping it on the ground. You just saw offensive coordinator Barney Cotton in his first year. That was now Fahu on the carry for the Rebels. Cotton played for Tom Osborne at Nebraska in the late 70s, a 3rd-round pick by the St. Louis Cardinals. And the credit to Tony Sanchez, who obviously in his first year making the leap from high school, but he has hired a very experienced staff here at UNLV.
And we haven't seen Devontae Boyd since the first series. I think they have to try and target him right here.
Decker fires, and that one is nearly intercepted. They were going for Devontae Boyd, as you suggested, but they're saying it's incomplete.
It was a tough throw. Decker is rolling out to his left. And that is severely underthrown, throwing to the inside of Devontae Boyd. And that is about as dangerous as it gets. That should have been an interception from Paris Logan, the first-team All-MAC quarterback, who had a tremendous season last year. I'm surprised he didn't come down with that ball.
3 interceptions a year ago for Logan. 6:02 to go, and a big 3rd down for UNLV. Decker looking deep, and it's incomplete. The pass hit the back of Brandon Mays, and a flag comes down. Flag came in late, and Mays can't believe it.
I think it's a good call. That ball, when it's, this is what the official is looking at. When that ball is underthrown and your head is not turned, they're going to call the pass interference. You're going to see right there at the end, Mays, he starts to turn, but it's a little bit too late. Now, if that ball was overthrown, they wouldn't have called it, but because it was underthrown, that's going to be why they called it.
Defense, number 1. 50-yard penalty and not a first down.
Andrew, that's a dangerous place to be as a defensive back with your back turned to the quarterback on an underthrown pass. Once you get in a position, you have to be able to turn that head around, and he might have had an interception.
Locked up with Aaron Criswell, and on 3rd and 7, the penalty moves the ball down to the 20-yard line and gives UNLV a first down with 5:57 to go, 2nd quarter. And Rod Caray has had a frustrating night so far on the Northern Illinois sideline. 3rd penalty against the Huskies. This is Thomas, the true freshman. Still trying to give an extra effort, but Northern Illinois' rush defense locked down on the true freshman Thomas.
Yeah, I don't think Rod Caray likes the call, but the key there is it's underthrown. And when that ball is underthrown, they're going to call the PI every time.
Once again, the true freshman Thomas standing next to Decker on 2nd and 10. Northern Illinois showing blitz. Decker's pass is dropped by the junior tight end Andrew Price. So it'll be 3rd down and 10.
That's an easy one. That's one that you got to have now.
Well, there's Keith Harris Jr., the running back from Northern Illinois. You saw got shaken up on the last drive for the Huskies, walking into the Northern Illinois locker room. Meanwhile, 3rd and 10 for UNLV from the 20, and once again the crowd here at Husky Stadium on its feet.
Watch out, man-to-man coverage on Devontae Boyd.
Decker with time, throwing end zone incomplete. And a flag comes in. Kendall Keys, the intended target, and he appeared to be held up in the secondary.
There is a flag on the play.
Well, that's going to be frustrating for Rod Caray. 2 pass interferences in a row on 3rd down, and it's hard to see exactly what happened. I thought it looked like Albert Smalls was in great position, but again, did he get his head around?
Pass interference, defense, number 2. 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Called on number 2, that's Marlon Moore. And Moore was not on the coverage, that was Albert Smalls on the coverage.
Now, Moore was on the inside. The only person who had contact with the wide receiver out there on Kendall Keys was Albert Smalls, and he was engaged. Boy, he was in great position. He had pushed Keys to the sideline. But again, once you get in a position, you can't just hand fight. You can't jockey with the receiver. You have to turn your head around, and that's what these officials are looking for.
Second pass interference penalty on this drive on 3rd down that goes against Northern Illinois. So 1st and goal from the 5. Whiteley on the handoff up the middle. Still short going, and he gets to the 3-yard line with 5 minutes to go. Folliard on the stop for the Huskies.
Well, I would put Jake Phillips in the backfield, line him up as a fullback, and have him come across the formation and seal off the linebacker and let Blake Decker run the ball into the end zone. Because the Husky defense, so far, in critical situations, hasn't had an answer for that play.
11th play of the drive. Decker, pump fake, steps up. Now trying to get to the outside, throws, and it is dropped, incomplete. He's trying to get it to Jake Phillips, and it's 3rd and goal.
Boy, this is really tight coverage. Jake Phillips, voted captain by his teammates. You can see Decker trying to go to the left side, but again, tight coverage, and just as he puts that ball in there, it's swiped away. Excellent job by Albert Smalls.
So another 3rd down on this drive. 3rd and goal from the 4. Decker, end zone, incomplete. He's trying to get it again to Andrew Price, and it's 4th and goal. And once again, Albert Smalls on the coverage.
That's a really good job of recovering from the pass interference. 2 big plays in one-on-one coverage for Albert Smalls. Looks like Tony Sanchez has a bit of a decision to make right here.
Well, it's 4th and goal from the 4. And he has his kicker, Nikolai Bornand, on the field. Bornand last year was the kicker and a linebacker. Big guy, 6'1", 225, a 21-yard attempt. And the kick is good. 4:18 to go. UNLV has extended its lead. They lead it by 2 touchdowns. Tony Sanchez's Rebels looking good so far.
Can you stop copying me?
Half lemonade, half ice cream. Frosted lemonade, starting at 240 calories.
Esurance was born online, which means fewer costs, which saves money. Their customer experience is virtually paperless, which saves paper, which saves money. They have smart online tools, so you only pay for what's right for you, which saves money. They settle claims quickly, which saves time, which saves money. They drive an all-hybrid claims fleet, which saves gas, which saves money. They were born online and built to save money, which means when they save, you save, because that's how it should work in the modern world. Esurance, backed by Allstate. Click or call.
Searching for a great used car? Start your search with the millions of used cars for sale at the new Carfax.com. Just say, show me cars with only one owner. Pretty cool. Plus, you get a free Carfax report with every car for sale. Start your used car search at Carfax.com.
Let's say your team is traveling, or your client's in another state, and you need to connect face-to-face. Now's the time for GoToMeeting. Join a session from any device. One click is all it takes. Share your screen, demo a product, give a presentation. GoToMeeting with HD Faces. It's a great way to build relationships, ensure everyone's on the same page, get buy-in, and turn business ideas into actions faster. Try GoToMeeting free for 30 days at gotomeeting.com now.
College football on CBS Sports Network presented by Geico. 4:18 to go second quarter. UNLV leads 17-3 in Northern Illinois. Coach Rod Caray has not agreed, we'll say, with the officials tonight, chasing them down after that last field goal by the Rebels. 2 pass interference penalties on that last drive that resulted in 3 for UNLV.
He is a frustrated coach right now because he's, hasn't been able to get close spots. But I think when you look at those 2 pass interferences and you have a partial opinion, you would see that that was in fact the correct call.
Not used to losing here at home. They've won 30 of their last 31. The only loss came last year to Central Michigan. Rod Caray in his 3rd year as head coach, 23-6 record. What a program. Northern Illinois has 7 straight bowl games, and over the last 5 years, only 3 teams in the country have more wins than Northern Illinois. Tonight's Dr. Pepper one-of-a-kind tradition takes you back to the year 1965, the first year of Husky Stadium. And that's where we currently are. 50th anniversary of the stadium. Tonight's jerseys are throwbacks. The same jerseys that the Huskies wore in 1965, they are wearing again here tonight. That 65 Northern Illinois team went 9-0 under legendary head coach Howard Fletcher, and you gotta like the throwbacks here tonight. However, they're not working so far as Northern Illinois trails by 2 touchdowns. Hare complete to Galladay, quickly wrapped up by Wilson. What a gain of 8.
Well, big 6'4" target in Kenny Galladay, and you can see Hare with good timing, hits him just as he comes out of his break, and that's what you want on a first down play.
Wanyo running left, trying to get the first down, and he does. Puts his head down and moves the chains. Should be noted now, Northern Illinois without junior running back Keith Harris. We saw him go to the locker room, and we showed you the injury to Tommylee Lewis. He has not returned either.
And right now, that's Bob Cole's major problem, is who is going to be your playmaker? Who can we get the ball to try and give this offense a spark?
Huskies have 3 timeouts remaining. They give it to Argyros Turner, trying to get around the outside. Not much doing there as we go down to Rashawn Ali.
All right, thank you so much, Andrew. Yeah, you saw Keith Harris going to the locker room, limping, favoring that left side. He was visibly crying. He is out for the night.
All right, Rashawn, he was injured last year as well, only played 2 games, received a medical red shirt. Hopefully that's not a long-term injury for the junior out of Chicago. Hare on the keeper, running left, has some room. Second level for Hare, and with the spot, he's got a first down. Drew Hare rushed for 900 yards last year, and also found the end zone 8 times.
Well, this has to be a part of the offense tonight for them to have success. And something that Kent Baer was very cognizant about is when they go to that quarterback run game, would they be able to get off blocks to get them down?
Turner turns it up to midfield. Drew Hare is stretching out his right leg. Watch Hare after that last handoff. And he immediately grabs for his right knee. We'll keep an eye on that. He looks to throw here on second down, looking deep, and it's incomplete. Miscommunication on that play with the tight end, Shane Wyman. Now let's go back 2 plays ago. Remember Hare on the run. Keep an eye on his right knee. Yeah, came down hard on that knee. And right now, 3rd and 9 for Northern Illinois. They're just 1 for 6 on 3rd downs tonight. Last year converted at 47%. Hare out of the shotgun. 3-step drop. Throwing left, and it is caught by Galladay for a first down. Now this Northern Illinois coaching staff has high hopes for the junior Galladay, a transfer from North Dakota, redshirted last year, and he's making some plays here tonight.
Yeah, very well done. I like how he works inside versus a 2-deep coverage.
Now Hare to Beebe, flag is down. Beebe has some blocks out of bounds at the 22-yard line. We'll have to see what the penalty is with 2:23 to go. We asked Bob Cole about Chad Beebe yesterday. He was a great route runner. Big surprise with his father, Don Beebe, who played in 6 Super Bowls with the Bills and Packers.
Teammate of one of your partners,
Steve Tasker. Absolutely.
Offside. Defense, number 98. The penalty is declined. We will play the first penalty.
So the penalty goes against UNLV.
Boy, what a much better drive so far, and it was all set up by the very first down of the game. It's so crucial for a team once they gain possession to get positive first downs, and you see what it's done to this offense. It gave them a little bit of a spark.
That's Quando on the carry. A short gain on the play with 2:10 to go. And Northern Illinois obviously wants to try to use up as much of this clock as possible so that UNLV doesn't have time when they get the ball. Northern Illinois will get the ball to start the second half.
Boy, it'd be great to be able to double up on points here.
Saffold running left. Flag is down. Saffold tripped up at the 16-yard line. The flag is back at the line of scrimmage. Blake Richmond on the tackle for the UNLV defense.
You know, Blake Richmond so far has been all over the field. And he's made some terrific tackles. I love the speed he had right there.
There's no foul for chop block. 3rd down.
So they pick up the flag. It'll be 3rd down for Northern Illinois.
You know, Tony Sanchez said, the most important thing is I want to see my kids play hard the entire game. And I think so far here, through the first half of the game, they have accomplished that goal. The question is, can they sustain that kind of energy?
Hare rolling right, has the man, a first down and more. Northern Illinois touchdown, Shane Wyman. He turns 21 on Wednesday, an early birthday present for the sophomore from Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. And now Hagan on for the extra point. 3rd downs have been an absolute killer for Northern Illinois in this first half, but they convert on 3rd down here, and it goes for 6. 1:38 to go in the second quarter. The Huskies have their first touchdown of the season. Shane Wyman into the end zone.
Football's already exciting. This is taking it to a whole nother level.
FanDuel's one-week fantasy leagues are paying out $2 billion this year, more than any other site.
I won $15,000 off of a $5 entry.
Winners get immediate cash payouts, and there's no season-long commitment.
You're shrinking that whole season down into 1 week.
Don't miss Week 1's Sunday Million with $5 million on the line.
I'm 100% going to try the Sunday Million.
Try FanDuel today. We'll match your first deposit up to $200. Go to FanDuel.com and enter promo code SPECIAL3.
How fast are Allegra gel caps?
Their fun shouldn't wait fast.
My girlfriend got a new puppy fast.
For your toughest symptoms, non-drowsy Allegra provides noticeable relief in just 1 hour, 2 times faster than Claritin.
Ready to hit the road fast.
Not just fast, Allegra fast.
What are you doing?
Psyching myself up to shave.
Oh, how long have you had that thing?
Long time.
Maybe you should change your blade.
Sure. I'll just sell one of the Picassos. Maybe the kids. You know how much razors cost. It is moving.
Oh.
Don't let an old razor creep around because new ones are so expensive.
Dollar Shave Club. Amazing razors for a few bucks. Shave with a fresh blade anytime. Try DollarShaveClub.com.
Fight your enemies, conquer their cities, and expand your empire. Play now at TW2.tv. Strike back at TW2.tv.
The Northern Illinois Huskies get their first touchdown of the night, and this is what happens. Arjeros Turner is going to go in motion, and that's going to influence the safety right here, Matt Lee. His eyes are in the backfield, and then the tight end is going to come out behind the line of scrimmage. This is just a small little lapse in discipline, and the Huskies are able to take advantage of it. That was a drive that was much needed for the Huskies to get on the board before halftime.
Lexington Thomas back deep for the Rebels, but it's Criswell who fields it. Criswell trying to get right, and he is spun down. Jordan Huff on the tackle there for the Huskies. Coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report, Dana Jacobson, Houston Nutt, and Christian Fourier are in New York. They'll have updates from games across the nation. A wild day in college football, and we'll have first half highlights and stats as well. It's all coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. Here's some of the stories. They'll be talking about a Hail Mary as BYU beat Nebraska, Northwestern upset Stanford, Auburn over Louisville in a tight one on CBS, and Temple beat Penn State. First time since 1990 that Temple has defeated a team out of the Big Ten. 3 timeouts left for each team. Decker on first down, fires right, and that pass is caught by Kendall Keys for a UNLV first down. The sophomore Keys had 24 catches last year as a freshman.
Good start, and Kendall Keys. That was extremely soft coverage on the outside. Huskies not wanting to get something over their head.
Decker right back to him, and Keys all the way up to the 45-yard line for a gain of 9. Back-to-back catches by the sophomore Keys. UNLV running the 2-minute offense. They do have 3 timeouts remaining, and as we mentioned earlier, it's Northern Illinois football to start the second half. 1 minute to go. Decker just tosses one up, incomplete, dangerous pass with pressure coming.
Yeah, I think that was just a miscommunication. That was the same exact play that they ran on the first play of the drive. Keys tries to hook up. You can see Keys thinks that this is going to be a hitch route. But evidently Decker thought that he had a step on him and tried to hit the big ball.
And William Lee coming with the heat up the middle for the Huskies defense. 3rd down and 1. And now Fahu on the carry. He's got enough for the first down. senior from San Mateo, California. Clock stops because it's a first down.
You still have 3 timeouts, so plenty of time for Decker.
4 receivers set for the Rebels. Ford coming. Decker steps up. Decker throws, and it's caught over the middle. The catch is made by Devontae Boyd, but there is a flag down. And was he across the line of scrimmage when he threw it? I believe he was. Looked like Decker had room to run at the last minute, decided to throw.
Quarterback threw the pass from beyond the line of scrimmage. Little forward pass, offense, number 5. 5-yard penalty for the spot of the pass. Loss of down. Second down.
So a yard over the line by Decker, and the completion to Boyd is wiped away. The Rebels suffer a loss of down. Now Bournon's career long is 54 yards. That happened last year. It tied a school
UNLV.
record.
It's called his first time out of the half. This will be 30 seconds.
And UNLV is called a timeout with 27 seconds remaining.
Last year, Bournon was the long field goal kicker and the kickoff kicker, and this year was able to win the job outright.
So Tony Sanchez in his collegiate head coaching debut, so far so good. His team driving here late. They lead by 7.
But you did give up a touchdown right before half, so there's 7 points. And the Huskies get the ball after halftime. So they're going to get a chance to double up on some points here. And so the hope is that you're able to get something out of this drive so there's not a potential 14-point swing.
Sanchez, one of 5 to go directly from high school to the Division I ranks. Here's how the 4 others did in their debuts, 2 and 2. See how Sanchez does here on the road in Northern Illinois, a very tough opener, and it doesn't get any easier for UNLV next week. They host UCLA, a game you'll see next Saturday night on CBS Sports Network.
Because of the loss of down, it is second down.
Well, UNLV with the football and facing 2nd and 14 with 27 seconds to go. Decker fires, and that pass is caught over the middle for a first down. Anthony Williams makes the grab as UNLV races up to the line with 22 seconds remaining. Still outside of Bournon's range right now at the 43. Clock is running. Bad snap. Decker falls on it back in his own 44-yard line. And UNLV is called timeout. So 1 timeout remaining for the Rebels.
It's called their second timeout of the half. 30 seconds in length.
Boy, that's a big miscue right there. Because you're knocking on the door to just be inside of field goal range to try and get 3 points by halftime. But now, that snap was nowhere near Blake Decker.
UNLV was so happy to get their center, Will Kreitler. They only recruited him for 2 days, and he agreed to come to UNLV. He's a powerful guy from Gilbert, Arizona. In fact, he played a year at Scottsdale Community College with Blake Decker. So this is not the first time the center and the quarterback have been together. A 13-yard loss on that play with 11 seconds remaining.
Well, you got to be frustrated if this is going to cost you a chance to get points on the board before halftime.
Decker incomplete. Fired one over the head of Naufau. Now it's 2nd and long. And, you know, Adam, if you're UNLV, you're up by 7. Your quarterback threw 18 interceptions last year. You just run this one in the locker room, or you're still taking shots down the field?
I don't think there's much upside because the average play takes around 7 seconds. So even if you're able to complete something in the middle of the field, I'm not convinced that you're going to be able to call a timeout fast enough. Your only chance is to throw a Hail Mary and try and make something happen down by the 10-yard line.
Decker will keep it himself up the middle. Has some room to run all the way up to the 44-yard line. And Tony Sanchez got a timeout with 1 second left. Northern Illinois is running off the field, but they have granted that timeout to UNLV. Sanchez is saying that we have the timeout, but now they're saying that time expired. Another look at this one. Down with 1 second. Initially, they granted the timeout. Now both teams have run off the field, and Rashawn Ali is with Tony Sanchez.
Well, thank you so much, Andrew. I do want to ask you about that timeout. Did you call it?
The clock has already expired. We were trying to do it at the very end.
All right, well, I know NIU, they got a little movement going on that last touchdown. What are you going to do to contain them?
You know what? The defense has done a good job the entire half. We did give that little drive up at the end. We'll correct it and fix it. We have to do a better job down in the red zone. We had 2 opportunities to score a touchdown. That's 4 points we left off the board, so we have to do a better job finishing.
Well, you got to be a little happy about how your offense is doing.
You know, I'm happy the guys are playing hard. We told them we had a great opportunity to win a football game, but, you know, it's a 7-point game right now. We've got to go in and correct some things and come out and play a great second half.
Good luck in the second half,
Thank
Coach.
you.
Andrew?
All right, so Tony Sanchez thought time had expired. He runs off the field with a 17-10 lead. After the break, we'll send you to our CBS Sports Network studio in New York. It's the Verizon Halftime Report. You are watching college football presented by Geico right here on CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.
Hi, can I get...
Start of the third quarter in DeKalb, Illinois, and the Rebels of UNLV have a 17-10 lead with Adam Archuleta. I'm Andrew Catalon. UNLV won 2 games last year. They have a new head coach this year. Northern Illinois, a big favorite tonight, and Northern Illinois trails by 7.
That's what you get in the first game of the season. Coming into the very first game, there's so many question marks, so many unknowns, and the team you thought would have maybe struggled early wasn't the team that struggled. UNLV has looked extremely sharp, but the Huskies started to get things going there at the end of the first half. The question is, can they make those adjustments and do that in the second?
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half, and UNLV started with a bang. Blake Decker hooking up deep with Devontae Boyd.
This is something that you should come to expect this season, this connection. Devontae Boyd getting an explosive play to be the first person to strike, and then the backup quarterback comes in, Kurt Palandet, and leads a very impressive-looking drive, caps that off with his own rushing touchdown. And then towards the second, at the end of the second quarter, the Huskies started to find their rhythm offensively, using a nice little misdirection passing play to get their first touchdown of the game.
Look at the first half numbers, and the big one for me, Northern Illinois' rush yards. They averaged 249 a game last year. They have just 60 in the first half.
That is the story of the game. This defense for UNLV has come to play today. The big question was, could they sustain their energy? They have throughout the first half. And then you got to look at third downs. Northern Illinois only 3 for 8. 2 of those third down conversions coming on their very last drive in the second quarter.
Let's go down to Rashawn Ali.
Well, Andrew, Coach Caray said, you know, what we have to do in the second half, we have to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. We are killing ourselves with penalties. He then alluded to the fact that he should have gone for it on that second 4th down early in the game. Back to you.
All right, Rashawn, thank you very much. There's a bit of a delay before the second half kickoff because the teams lined up on the wrong side of the field. They just had to switch ends. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, and look at the UNLV sideline. Think they're having fun down there?
This is the most fun I think they've had in a long time, and it's a very good start. But really, that's all it is a start. They play these games for 60 minutes, and you have to be able to play for the full 60.
College football on CBS Sports Network is presented by Geico. Northern Illinois has won 30 of its last 31 home games. They will get the ball to start the second half. Whiteley is back deep, and he'll take it out of his own end zone. Whiteley with some speed across the 20. Whiteley all the way up to the 35-yard line. It was actually Paris Logan on the return. And a nice return it was of 39 yards. Tonight's QB profile is brought to you by Alka-Seltzer Heartburn Relief Chews. Drew Hare, 11 of 14, 142 yards. And the touchdown pass to Wyman.
It just didn't seem like he was able to find his rhythm. He had a little bit of success going to his tight ends, but I would expect him to play a little bit more prominent role here in the second half, running the football off of their running game.
Guanyo, the running back. Hare looking deep on first down. The home run ball to Galladay. He's got it inside the 25-yard line. Kenny Galladay. A gain of 40.
Pretty good way to start off the second half, Andrew.
Galladay's fourth catch of the night, and they hurry up to the line. 1st and 10 from the 22. Guanyo wrestled down from behind. He's tackled by Sonny Toa, the senior out of Samoa.
Well, you're going to see Kenny Galladay, the big junior college transfer this offseason, and he just beats him off of the line. That was just speed. Had an excellent release and a pretty good looking pass by Hare.
Hare to the air again. And this one is caught by Rescusson. That's his first catch of the night. A gain of 5. Well, we're going to see what the adjustments were in the halftime locker room by Northern Illinois. And to me, they might try to challenge these UNLV cornerbacks a little bit more in the second half. Maxwell on the pitch. Maxwell up the middle. Maxwell in. Touchdown, Huskies. So far, the adjustments are working for Northern Illinois. What a drive by the Huskies. A point away from tying it at 17. Hagan to tie it. 17 all. Just 1 minute and 12 seconds into the second half, and Northern Illinois with a quick strike. Desroy Maxwell, the senior, evens things at 17.
Hey, what do you think that sign says?
Eat more What is Well, it's the start of a word. Something like eat more cheese. Or eat more chili.
Chocolate. Eat more chocolate.
No, it's chowder.
Chimichangas.
Cheesecake.
Chewing gum. It could be chewing gum.
That's not how you spell chicken. I'm pretty sure.
Half lemonade, half ice cream. Frosted lemonade, starting at 240 calories.
After I played FanDuel the first time, I was hooked. It's awesome, man.
If you're into fantasy football, listen up. People are going crazy for these one-week fantasy football leagues at FanDuel.com.
With FanDuel, there's no season-long commitment.
FanDuel lets you play in one-week fantasy football leagues for real money.
Assembling the ideal team on FanDuel is a blast. If you're competitive, FanDuel is the ultimate in competition.
The night I did win the money, it was one of the best feelings I've ever had in my entire life.
FanDuel is so big, they're paying out over $75 million in winnings a week this football season.
With FanDuel, you get your winnings right away. There's no messing around.
Try FanDuel today, and we'll match your first deposit up to $200.
On FanDuel, I've won over $62,000.
With me, FanDuel has a customer for life.
I have a ton of fun playing FanDuel.
FanDuel.com is the leader in one-week fantasy football. Join a league today starting at just $1. Deposit now, and we'll match it up to $200. Go to FanDuel.com now and click on the microphone to get a bonus of up to $200. Enter promo code ENGLISH2. That's promo code ENGLISH2.
There's no one road out there. No one surface. No one speed. No one way of driving on each and every road. But there is one car that can conquer them all. the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. 5 driving modes let you customize the steering, shift points, and suspension to fit the mood you're in and the road you're on. The 2016 C-Class. See your authorized dealer for exceptional offers through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services.
Northern Illinois has scored 14 points in the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds. They've tied it at 17.
The pressure right here, and this is where having a quarterback like Hare comes in handy. All the attention is going to go to Hare, and then you're going to simply see Desroy Maxwell follow the left guard, Aiden Cologne. That was an easy touchdown. Gotta like the play calling right there by Bob Cole, the offensive coordinator, coming out aggressive and challenging this defense.
Bob Cole, when he walked into our meeting room yesterday, said, "Oh, Adam Archuleta, he's the guy in the red shirt. You gave him fits when you were at Arizona State. He was at Utah State. He's still having nightmares about you." And what was amazing to me is that he remembered a play where you ran from one side of the field to the other, and you remembered as well. Must have been a great play. Lexington Thomas on the return at the 30-yard line.
Andrew, I am susceptible to flattery.
Yes.
And there's nothing that feels better than getting stroked a little bit in the coaches' meeting.
Beautiful night here in DeKalb, Illinois, as we take a look at our Alka-Seltzer Heartburn Relief Chews quarterback profile. Blake Decker, 8 of 17, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. His backup, Kurt Palendek, as we showed you, came in for 1 series and rushed in for a 16-yard touchdown. So 1st and 10 for the Rebels from their own 29. Whiteley, the tailback. Decker over the middle, caught by Kendall Keys for a UNLV first down.
Big point of emphasis this offseason for Blake Decker was to speed up his internal clock and get the ball out of his hands quicker. And I think you've seen that happen in this game tonight. He's made really sharp decisions, got the ball out of there. That was another tight window. Very good looking pass by Decker.
18-yard gain to Kendall Keys, 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Thomas running to the left at midfield, still going, spinning his way up to the 48-yard line. UNLV has their every down back in Keith Whiteley, but they are very excited about 2 true freshmen. Lexington Thomas, who just ran that one, and Xavier Campbell, a freshman from Bel Air, Texas.
I mentioned when I talked to Tony Sanchez before the game, when he just kind of had that sly little smile and said, yeah, I can't wait to see Lexington Thomas. We have to figure out a way to get this guy the ball in space as much as we can.
Campbell does not have any carries so far tonight. That's Whiteley, and it will bring up 3rd down. UNLV with 3 new starters on its offensive line. Coming into training camp, that was really one of the biggest questions about the Rebels. But Tony Sanchez and offensive coordinator Barty Cotton told us they were pretty confident coming out of camp in their offensive line. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and 3. Decker, quick out. And that pass is caught, but short of the first down. The ball came out at the end. Juwan Lurie on the coverage. Tangled up with Keys, and let's see how they rule this. On the field, they said catch, and a yard short of a first down. It appears that's standing.
Well, I think Decker, first of all, that's great defense, great recognition out there by Lurie. But that was a mistake by Decker. He had his tight end, Jake Phillips, who was open and would have had a first down.
Rod Caray wants to know if they're looking in the replay booth. They are, but they confirmed it. 4th down and 1, and UNLV keeping its offense on the field. Now Fahu on the carry, and UNLV has the first down.
That's aggressive right there, Andrew, from Tony Sanchez. I know he has a lot of confidence in his offensive line, but now this game is tied up, and you don't get this. You're going to give that Husky offense pretty good field position. But credit that offensive line for moving out that front and picking up the first down.
1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Decker fires. That pass is caught by Boyd. Cuts back to the middle of the field and all the way up to the 28-yard line. Devontae Boyd, the super sophomore, with a gain of 19.
Well, I love how Decker has handled pressure. And look at the blitz pickup inside. That's just a terrific job by George Nalfajo. And then Boyd, crafty route running, coming out of his break, working back to the football. Very nice execution.
Decker to the air again on first down, looking over the middle, and it is incomplete. Boyd couldn't hang on in traffic. Brandon Mays on the coverage for the Huskies.
Did you see the hesitation? I mean, this is, again, watch the route and release by Boyd. This is right there, right in the seam, but there was just a little hesitation by Blake Decker to try and fit that ball on, but that was excellent play by the Husky secondary.
You mentioned it late in the first half. You wanted to see UNLV get it to Boyd a little more often. They've done that here on this drive. Could not complete it there, so it's 2nd and 10. Decker on the keeper himself, running around the right side, inside the 20, and down to the 17-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and short for UNLV. Folliard on the tackle for the Huskies.
Well, this offense is doing a good job of containing the blitz looks that Jay Neiman is sending from his defense. This is much more aggressive posture than we saw in that first half. They're trying to pressure Blake Decker, but he's done a good job of managing that in the pass game. This time, the pressure comes from the left. They run to the right, pick up a pretty good gain.
UNLV 5 for 10 on 3rd downs tonight. This is a 3rd and 4. Whiteley. And he is tackled a yard shy of the first down. Needed to get to the 15. He's at the 16, and now what do you do if you're Tony Sanchez?
I think it's awfully tempting. You saw he was willing to roll the dice over by the 40-yard line, but I think as much as you want to go for it, the 3 points is going to be more valuable to your team.
He does send on his kicker, Bornand, who's 1 for 1 tonight. This will be a 32-yard attempt for the junior out of Santa Barbara, California. And the kick is good. So UNLV responds after that opening touchdown drive in the half by the Huskies. They put 3 on the board and they regain the lead with 9:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. We've got a good one here in Illinois. The Rebels with a 20-17 lead.
This is what it looks like when real people playing fantasy football win $1 million. And now that football's back at DraftKings.com, the one-week fantasy sports destination, you could get your share of $10 million week 1. Just pick your sport, pick your players, and pick up your cash. Play with promo code FOOTBALL and get free entry at our Millionaire Maker event week 1. Winner gets $2 million.
No matter when they air. Experience the high-definition DVR with TiVo from DirecTV.
Scam. Learn more at scamawareness.org.
College football on CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by Chick-fil-A. We didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. By Icy Hot Smart Relief Tense Therapy. Turn off pain. And by Phillips 66. Proud to be here.
Welcome back to Husky Stadium, and there is Keith Harris Jr., the running back for Northern Illinois, who missed almost all of last year with an injury. And Harris Jr. went out early with a leg injury, now on crutches. Some of his teammates, this was right out of the halftime locker room, greeting him and knowing how frustrated it is. He has got his right knee all iced up. And there is Tommylee Lewis, who went out in the first quarter with an injury and has not returned. However, his return has been listed as questionable. He does have the helmet on. That's a good sign. We'll see if he comes back. Meanwhile, in the return, it's Turner from Northern Illinois with a nice return to give Northern Illinois good field position to start this drive. You can join us for a new season of fresh perspectives from some of the most exceptional women in sports as they discuss all that's happening both on and off the field. It's We Need to Talk, presented by Samsung. It returns for a new season Tuesday night at 8 Eastern right here on CBS Sports Network. So two guys that Northern Illinois was counting on to come back after missing almost all of last year, Harris and Lewis. Harris out in crutches. Lewis hasn't come back in yet. Keep an eye on that as Northern Illinois starts this drive down by 3. Hare in trouble, and he is sacked. It was Sonny Toa, the first one to get there, and a loss of 10 on the play.
This is just Sonny Toa on an inside move up the field. And talk about a guy that they really like at defensive end. He played defensive tackle last year and got pounded on a little bit in the run game, but they really believe that he brings a big pass rush element to this defense. You saw his quickness on display.
Hare throws to the right, and that pass is complete at the 30-yard line. With the catch to Galladay. But going back to Sonny Toa, he spoke with defensive coordinator Kent Baer of UNLV, and he said that Sonny Toa is an NFL defensive end, and they are expecting big things from the senior who's got 9.5 career sacks.
Well, he's 6'3", 260 pounds, so he was well playing out of place last year at defensive tackle.
Third down, Hare in trouble again and just throws it away. And he took a big hit after he released that by Mike Hughes Jr. But the UNLV defense forces a 3-and-out, and the Rebels will get the ball back.
This is a screen pass, and so you want to encourage the pass rush from the defensive line, but they wasn't just able to get developed. You can see the running back, Bonneau, he got held up a little bit, but another nice job by this defense, kind of rebounding from that first drive of the second half and forcing the ball back to their offense.
Second 3-and-out tonight, forced by the UNLV defense. Ambrose to punt it away. It was nearly blocked. Whiteley calls for a fair catch at the 27-yard line. And UNLV is getting the ball back after a 42-yard punt from Jake Ambrose. 7:53 to go in the third. Rebels by 3.
Away.
Galaxy Note 5 with Jump on Demand for $0 up front and just $25 a month. Only at T-Mobile.
Back in DeKalb, Illinois, 65 miles west of Chicago. UNLV is a 20-17 lead as we take a look at the AP Top 10, brought to you by the Chrysler 200. Alabama going up against Wisconsin. Tide have a 14-7 lead over the Badgers in what's been a difficult day in some ways for the Big Ten, with Penn State losing to Temple. However, Northwestern did beat Stanford.
A lot of games there that are a little bit tighter than you might have expected here on opening weekend in college football.
Well, Kirk Palandek, the backup quarterback, is back in for UNLV, his second series of the night. And he's joined in the backfield there by the true freshman Xavier Campbell, who we mentioned does not have a carry yet. This is his first collegiate carry. Campbell, he's more of the bulldozer back. The other true freshman, Thomas, more of the speed back. And Campbell with a nice carry for 5 yards.
Yeah, nice power right there, running up inside. We haven't seen a lot of these types of runs for this offense, but boy, when you can get 5 yards on 1st and 10, that sets your offense up pretty well.
Such a young nucleus on offense for this UNLV program. A lot to be excited about with the young wide receivers and these young backs. Palandek keeps it himself and gets a couple on the play. It'll be 3rd down and short with 7:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. So very interesting here. Tony Sanchez says, look, most teams will play 2 quarterbacks during the course of the season for one reason or another. Why not get Palandek some work here in the first game. However, your other quarterback, Blake Decker, the starter, has looked great, and you've got the lead with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. He's sticking to the plan and keeping Palandek on track to get him some action. Let's see what he does here on 3rd and 2. Rebels 5 for 11 on 3rd downs. Palandek himself has some room in the first down into Northern Illinois territory. A gain of 16 for the backup Kurt Palandek.
Well, there's that same play, Andrew, is the zone read. The zone read and the quarterback keep pulling the backside. So now Palandek has a lead blocker in his tight end. And again, they do a wonderful job sealing the right side on the linebacker, Renard Shurin. I'd keep running that play in critical situations until the Huskies stop it.
Now it's Whiteley. And not much room there as Boomer Mays in on the stop for the Huskies. Well, Tony Sanchez sticking with the plan. And who's right next to him? Blake Decker calling in the plays to Kurt Palandek.
Much more of a running posture when Palandek is in the game. And you saw Blake Decker, they'd like to throw it out and work more of their passing concept, but this is a run-centered offense with number 14 running the show.
5.5 to go in the third. 2nd down and 9. It's Whiteley, and it'll be 3rd down and long for UNLV. Bobby Jones makes the tackle. Well, UNLV getting it done on the ground tonight. Last year, 129 yards per game. Tonight, already 150. And Tony Sanchez told us yesterday that we want to average between 180 and 200. We want to dictate tempo. They've done that so far tonight. Can they keep it going? 3rd down and 8.
So there's the big question right here, Andrew, is can Palandek deliver in the passing game on 3rd and long?
In trouble. Palandek is sacked, going nowhere. Jamal Payton, the junior linebacker, the first one back there. And the Northern Illinois defense comes up with a big stop.
Well, I think that was a terrific call by Jay Neiman, the defensive coordinator, because you got a backup quarterback who doesn't seem to be proficient in the passing game. And on 3rd and long, you blitz him and bring pressure, forcing him to make a fast decision. And that's one of those things that you put him in there as a change of pace, but it backfires on a critical down.
So UNLV will punt. Yunker to BB. Fair catch at the 6-yard line. Right now we have a studio break. Let's go back to New York. Dana Jacobson standing by with an update that will definitely interest Adam Archuleta. Dana?
All right. Andrew, thanks so much. In Houston, Arizona State taking on Texas A&M, down by 10, but ASU rallies. Mike Bercovici calling his own number. Sun Devils pull within 3, 17-14 right now. A&M leads it, though, at the end of the 3rd.
Dana, thank you very much. Of course, Adam, a proud Arizona State alum. Trying to beat an SEC team for the first time.
How come I think that in about the next 30 seconds I'm going to get a text from Houston Nutt showing me that stat?
Buonio on the carry on 1st down. As time ticks away here in the 3rd quarter. Adam, just going back to that last 3rd down stop, something we mentioned earlier. Northern Illinois was not happy with the job their defense did on 3rd downs last year. And Jay Neiman said this year we want to bring more pressure on 3rd down. They brought it there, came up with a big sack. They get the ball back on 2nd down. The pass is complete to Galladay, who's had a very nice night. And that's good for a 1st down.
Well, Andrew, I think we might have to question a little bit the decision to bring in Palandek on that drive. That was a critical drive in a tight ball game that UNLV needs to win. And you bring out a guy that's been playing pretty well tonight, Decker, in favor of Palandine.
Buonio Stacked up by Sonny Toa. Well, Tony Sanchez, for one thing, is sticking to his plan. To your point, I understand what you're saying. You got the lead while you're bringing the backup, but he's got one eye on the future this year. And I don't think we'll see Palandek again, but he did get a drive here, and we'll see if Northern Illinois can take advantage. On second down, Buono again up the middle, bounces off of one tackle, and then wrestled down by Jayon Miles.
One thing that stands out tonight is the tackling from this Rebel defense. There have been some times where the Huskies have been able to get some big plays, but tackling has been superb.
On 3rd and 2, Buono, and they'll have to hope for a generous spot. They tried to snap it quickly. And Buono right at the line, and it's good for a first down. Just enough for the junior out of Aurora, Illinois.
Rod Caray breathing a little bit of sigh of relief because they have not been very successful in the 3rd and short. You look at that last replay, and the Rebel defensive line getting leverage underneath the pads of this offensive line, something that they're not used to seeing around here.
First down. Penalty on Aiden Conlon, the senior left guard who has started every game of his career. And this was something we highlighted at the half. The job the UNLV defense has done holding that Northern Illinois ground game in check.
The defensive line is playing at a faster pace and getting leverage and playing with their pads lower than this offensive line tonight.
Low snap. Hare fires a dangerous pass, nearly intercepted by Miles.
Oh boy, Miles. Watch him come right out of the screen. His eyes are perfectly placed on the wide receiver, but oh my goodness, you got to be able to have better hands than that. I love the transition for Miles coming out of his break.
2nd and 15. Hare plenty of time over the middle and a lot of room to run here. It's Clayton, it's Galladay again. Galladay down the sideline, tippy-toeing, and finally brought down. Kenny Galladay's 7th catch of the night. And it goes for 47 yards. He now has 145 on the night.
This is a lapse in coverage. I have no idea what the Rebel defense was doing. There was nobody assigned to cover Kenny Galladay, and this is a guy that's come up huge tonight with the injury to Tommylee Lewis.
Buono breaking tackles inside the 20, and Northern Illinois has got some rhythm now offensively. Hurrying to the line, trying to keep this Rebel defense off balance. Buono again up the middle, breaks tackles, still going, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Huskies. Rushing touchdowns last year for Joel Buono, his first of the season from 16 yards out in Northern Illinois as its first lead of the night. A 9-play, 93-yard drive. There is a flag down on the extra point. A flag on the far side of the field as you see Buono's touchdown run again. Apparently it was against UNLV. It's declined.
Defense, number 1. Penalty is declined. Result of the play is a good kick. Timeout.
Rod Caray's team finally in front. It's 24-20.
The countdown to 8 seconds is on.
Buckle up for the PBR tomorrow at 8 on CBS Sports Network.
Go get help, boy. Go get help. Go get help. Right now.
If you're a cat,
You ignore people. It's what you do. Come on. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
Go on, kitty, kitty.
Allergy medicine not working? Your symptoms aren't caused by allergens. They're caused by your body's chemical responses to them. For powerful relief, choose Nasacort Allergy 24-Hour. Unlike antihistamines that target only one of your body's responses, Nasacort stops more with a powerful anti-inflammatory to relieve the worst nasal allergy symptoms, even congestion, for 24 hours. It's full prescription strength medicine available over the counter. Nasacort stops more of what makes you miserable.
It's intelligent enough to warn of danger from virtually anywhere. It's been smashed, dropped, and driven. It's perceptive enough to detect other vehicles on the road. It's been shaken, rattled, and pummeled. It's innovative enough to brake by itself, park itself, and help you steer. It's been in the rain, the cold, and dragged through the mud. Introducing the all-new Mercedes-Benz GLE. It's where brains meet brawn.
What do you think the biggest challenge is still for women in the sports industry?
I know how close you are with Brady, but do you believe that he did what he was accused of doing?
You do something like that, you're going to get caught.
You guys have a great perspective on sports.
What is the Villanova type?
You guys are on everything here.
We Need to Talk, Tuesday at 8 on CBS Sports Network.
Back into Calb, Illinois, and the Huskies have a 24-20 lead on the Rebels as we take a look at tonight's Chick-fil-A fan cam. We were out here good 3 hours before kickoff this afternoon, and it was rocking on campus here in Northern Illinois, having some fun. The season opener for the Huskies. They'll be home again next week to host Murray State.
I think I want one of those horse masks.
Well, Halloween is right around the corner, Adam.
Not for Halloween, just to have.
Just in general.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. Not surprised.
Sweet.
A 9-play, 93-yard drive for Northern Illinois, and they have their first lead of the night. Here's Lexington Thomas on the return across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Let's go back and look at that last touchdown by the Huskies.
Yeah, you want to stop the run. You can't be standing up. Look at the pad leverage right here. And then the right side of this offensive line in the tight end, Desroy Maxwell, just mashes that defensive front. It is the defense that has been playing very well tonight, but on that last drive they let up, and not to mention that was some pretty nifty inside running by Joel Buonio.
Let's go down to Rashawn Ali.
Yeah, thank you so much, Andrew. I just saw wide receiver coach Thad Ward telling Kenley Galladay, hey, you got to drive out, eyes to the wide. They cannot hold you, so drive out, and you're 6 every time.
Well, you're right. He's gone for 145 yards tonight. They have not been able to stop him. As Blake Decker is back at quarterback for UNLV, and his pass is complete for 8 yards to Anthony Williams. Final minute of the third quarter.
Second down and 2 35.
Decker fires over the middle and caught for a first down. That's Kendall Keys with an 18-yard gain.
Oh, this is what you want from your quarterback. This is a big-time throw over the middle between the hash marks. I thought Blake Richmond, the free safety, had a chance to pick off this football, but Decker dials up a laser beam for a nice gain.
12 of 22 for Decker, who turns 25 later this month. He did a church mission in Mexico for 2 years. The senior out of Mesa, Arizona. Decker flushed out, rolling right, throws right, another completion. This one to Devontae Boyd with 8 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Max protection. They were trying to go deep to the other side, but Boyd again, I just love how he comes out of his breaks. He is crisp. He doesn't waste any steps. And another accurate pass from Decker as he's on the move.
3 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown for Devontae Boyd, and that is the end of the third quarter with the score. Northern Illinois 24, UNLV 20. You're watching college football presented by Geico on CBS Sports Network.
Here's a demonstration in adaptability. The all-new, ready-for-anything pilot from Honda.
How fast are Allegra gel caps?
They're fun, shouldn't wait fast.
My girlfriend got a new puppy fast. For your toughest symptoms, non-drowsy Allegra provides noticeable relief in just 1 hour, 2 times faster than Claritin.
Ready to hit the road fast.
Not just fast, Allegra fast.
This is what it looks like when real people playing fantasy football win $1 million. And now that football's back at DraftKings.com, the one-week fantasy sports destination, you could get your share of $10 million week 1. Just pick your sport, pick your players, and pick up your cash. Play with promo code FOOTBALL and get free entry at our Millionaire Maker event week 1. Winner gets $2 million. Get to DraftKings.com now.
Ventressure will not suffer lawlessness.
Both said there's nothing more dangerous than a Welshman who has nothing to lose.
This is my fight. I've no plan but vengeance.
Who are you?
I'm a ship by trade. Welcome, Executioner.
The Bastard Executioner. Series premiere Tuesday, September 15th on FX.
This is what it looks like when real people playing fantasy football win $1 million. And now that football's back at DraftKings.com, the one-week fantasy sports destination, you could get your share of $10 million week 1. Just pick your sport, pick your players, and pick up your cash. Play with promo code FOOTBALL and get free entry at our Millionaire Maker event week 1. Winner gets $2 million. Get to DraftKings.com now.
Attention parents and grandparents of young children. Gerber Life is accepting applications for their affordable grow-up plan. The grow-up plan gives your child $10,000 in whole life insurance protection now, then doubles automatically to $20,000 later at no extra cost. Free information will be sent to parents and grandparents who call now. Help give your child a head start for just pennies a day. Don't wait. Call now for free information.
Call 1-800-679-9356 or go to growuplan.com.
Tight game here at Northern Illinois. Rebels led 17-3, but the Huskies have come back to take a 24-20 lead. How has Northern Illinois done it? Well, how about this? Their first 5 drives of the night, 122 yards and 3 points. Their last 4 drives, 228 yards and 21 points. So great job of making adjustments offensively by the Huskies. Can they get it done defensively? UNLV is driving as we begin this 4th quarter with Adam Archuleta and Rashawn Ali. I'm Andrew Catalan, our entire CBS Sports Network crew. 2nd down and 2 to start the quarter. And it's Whiteley up the middle for a UNLV first down. So Adam Archuleta, if you're UNLV, you've proven that you can get the ball to Devontae Boyd and Kendall Keys, but you're also having success on the ground. How do you attack Northern Illinois defensively in the 4th quarter?
Boy, I think it's still about balance. And you know you have a weapon like Devontae Boyd. Somebody now as you approach the other side of the 50 should be a factor of trying to go down the field.
Decker going down the field here for Boyd, and pass interference will be called. Paris Logan was all over Devontae Boyd. Right on cue, Adam said go deep to Boyd, and here's a look at the coverage.
Let's see what happens. Boy, Logan is in such good shape right there, and I gotta tell you, I don't think that's pass interference.
They said it was uncatchable and picked up the flag.
I thought it was excellent technique. He used his body to push Boyd out of bounds. He turned his head when the ball was in the air. So that was a good job.
Well, They picked up the flag, not because you agreed with the call, but because they said the pass was uncatchable. So 2nd and 10, Whiteley running right, trying to get to the outside. High steps over a defender, and then forced out by Marlon Moore and Boomer Mays.
Richard Shuren, the linebacker over there, who has had a pretty good ball game tonight in run support, sets the edge to the defense and does a good job of trying to contain that running game for the Rebels.
So it's 3rd down for UNLV.
Now Jay Neiman has brought pressure in 3rd and long situations, and it has worked. Let's see with Blake Decker at quarterback if he chooses to play coverage or if he comes. It looks like coverage.
On 3rd and 8, Decker incomplete. Was trying to fit it into a tight window to Kendall Keys. It was broken up, and it's 4th down.
Boy, this is how you compete in a critical situation. Just a tremendous job on the outside and man-to-man coverage. Seeing that the ball is in the air, Shawan Lurie makes a big, much-needed pass breakup.
And now Tony Sanchez has sent out Nikolai Bornin to attempt a 51-yard field goal. His career long is 54. This would make it a 1-point game. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good. Bornin from 51 yards, the wind in his favor. That helped. But a big kick by the junior, and we've got a 1-point game here in DeKalb. UNLV will not go away. The Rebels and Tony Sanchez trying to pick up a big road win.
.com.
13:50 to go in the 4th. It's a 1-point game, Northern Illinois over UNLV. Time now for the Phillips 66 Scholar Athlete of the Week, and it's sophomore linebacker for the Huskies, Bobby Jones IV. Last year, academic All-MAC team, a GPA of 3.46. The sophomore from Miami Gardens, Florida, is our Phillips 66 Scholar Athlete of the Week. And there is Jones out for this kickoff. Back deep is Turner. And Bornan, following that 51-yarder, set to kick it away. UNLV has not won a season opener on the road since 2007. They trail by 1. Turner hit hard at the 17-yard line. Well, these two teams met last year out in Las Vegas. Drew Hare and the Huskies led by 23 in the 3rd quarter. They were firing on all cylinders, but UNLV came roaring back. Blake Decker threw for 397 yards. Shaquille Murray-Lawrence tied up the game in the 4th quarter, but Hare with a 54-yard touchdown strike to Deron Brown. And that broke the tie. Huskies went on to win 48-34. That was Hare's first start, and he did not miss a game the rest of the way, leading Northern Illinois to its 7th straight bowl game. On 1st down, this is Buono with some room to run. Wrestled down at the 36-yard line. Joel Buono getting the bulk of the carries in the 2nd half with Keith Harris Jr. out. It's a gain of 18, and tempo here from the Huskies on offense again. Hare to Galladay. They've had a big night together. Galladay slipping tackles and picking up a first down into UNLV territory. 19 more yards for number 19.
Andrew, you see this defense either getting a little tired or losing some focus. And you've seen them lose those one-on-one matchups here in the last couple of drives, and it's hurt them.
Wanya on the ground. Flag is down. Vea makes the tackle for the Rebels. Will await the call. Kenny Galladay. We spoke with offensive coordinator Bob Cole yesterday, and he said, how good does this kid want to be?
Holding offense, number 61, penalty. First down.
Cole said if you were to draw up what an NFL receiver would look like, it would be this right here. 6'4", 200 pounds, and great speed. And tonight, Galladay having a huge game with 8 catches for 165 yards.
Well, the last 2 scoring drives here offensively for the Huskies featured big plays to Galladay. One, a 41-yard fade down the sideline, and in that last drive, a 48-yard catch and run. I would try and get the ball in his hands.
Hare, pump fakes, looking deep for Galladay. It's in his hands at the 20. Galladay still going inside the 5. They cannot stop Kenny Galladay.
Double move, slant and go, and Jayon Miles took the bait.
They say he went out of bounds at the 7. A gain of 48. It's first and goal for Northern Illinois. Whiteley to the flex. Check that. Buonio inside the 5 and all the way down to 3. Here's the big play to Galladay.
Slant and go, and you see the eyes in the backfield from the cornerback Miles. And they were wondering, who is our big play guy going to be? Who is going to place Deron Brown at wide receiver? They thought it'd be Tommylee Lewis, but Galladay having a heck of a game.
Buonio again all the way down to the 1. And it will be 3rd down and goal.
Gain of 2 on the carry.
Galladay trying to catch his breath. He's been a workhorse tonight. He's caught everything else, so you'd imagine he will catch his breath. 9 catches for 213 yards.
And he showed a nice variety in his route running.
3rd and goal. Brescison in motion. Buonio again for the 3rd time, and it's the charm. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Touchdown run for 28, Buonio.
The last Northern Illinois drive went for 93 yards and a touchdown. This one goes for 82 yards and a touchdown. And here's Hagan for the extra point. And it's good. Northern Illinois opens up a 31-23 lead. Kenny Galladay having a night. The junior from Chicago with the big play on the drive. And then Buonio takes it in, much to the delight of Kenny Galladay.
Searching for a great used car? Start your search with the millions of used cars for sale at the new Carfax.com. Just say, show me cars with no accidents reported. Boom. Plus, you get a free Carfax report.
At DraftKings, we play for glory. And for this, the Giant Check. The Giant Check is no myth. It's our trophy and many hoisted playing our one-week games. Like Dave Gomes, Drew Dinkmeyer, Adam Goulet. Are your dreams big enough to cash a Giant Check? Play DraftKings.com Week 1 Millionaire Maker. $10 million in total prizes Week 1. Play free one-week fantasy football for your shot at the $2 million top prize. Get to DraftKings.com now and play free with promo code UNLOCK. Welcome to the big time.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we're committed to your success.
That's why we hit the road again, to meet some of the 50,000 students who study online with us, to hear their stories, to celebrate their success. And with over 200 programs online and on campus designed to fit your life, there's never been a better time to see yourself succeed. Find your program today at snhu.edu.
Attention parents and grandparents of young children. Gerber Life is accepting applications for their affordable grow-up plan. The grow-up plan gives your child $10,000 in whole life insurance protection now, then doubles automatically to $20,000 later at no extra cost. Free information will be sent to parents and grandparents who call now. Help give your child a head start for just pennies a day. Don't wait. Call now for free information.
Call 1-800-679-9356 or go to girlplan.com.
Dana Jacobson back in the New York studio for CBS Sports Network. ASU, Texas A&M, and the Aggies adding to their 3-point lead. Sorry, Adam. Kyle Allen, the 12-yard score. 24-14, Aggies lead over Arizona State.
All right, Dana, we got some tissues up here for Adam. Shaken up by that report. Northern Illinois has a 31-23 lead. How about quarterback Drew Hare, a career-high 335 yards passing. That surpasses his previous career high of 285, which was set last year against UNLV. Still a one-possession game, though, as UNLV trails by 8. Criswell on the return, and he is tackled at the 20-yard line. Well, Thursday Night Football is back, and it kicks off September 17th on CBS and NFL Network as the Denver Broncos face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Primetime football starts right here Thursday nights on CBS and NFL Network. And since Peyton Manning joined the Broncos, well, he's never lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. 16 touchdowns and 3 interceptions for Peyton Manning. We cannot wait for September 17th. Of course, a big year on CBS with Super Bowl 50 next February. Lexington Thomas won't go down. The true freshman trying to fight for some extra yardage, but he still is tackled for a 1-yard loss.
Andrew, every game you kind of look back, there's 4 or 5 critical plays or critical turning points in the game, and you never know what was going to happen, but I do think you have to question a few drives ago when they decided to put Kurt Palandek in that game. At that point, you're up 20-17. The drive stalled, and since then, Northern Illinois has gone on to score 2 touchdowns. So I think you have to question that decision not to stick with Blake Decker in that drive.
Decker is sacked here.
Blake Decker sacked on the play.
Crunched by Austin Smaha, the junior from Belvedere, Illinois. 3rd sack of the night for the Huskies.
Speed rush on the edge against the right tackle, Ja'Andre Sanders. He uses his hands, Sanders stops his feet, and that is an easy sack right there. Defense now starting to come alive for the Husky. They've gotten to Decker a few times here in this second half, and this is an awful position to be backed up 3rd and 19.
Decker's pass caught underneath by Whiteley, and he is going to be tackled well short of a first down. And UNLV will be forced to punt. A big sack by Smaha. We spoke with Rod Caray yesterday, the Northern Illinois head coach, and we went over the depth chart with him, and he said, guys, number 50 is not on the depth chart. You put him on your chart, I'm telling you, he's going to see some time, and he came up with a huge sack right there on 2nd down.
It's always great when you're able to make big plays, but in key moments in the game.
Beebe is back deep for the Huskies. Good punt here by Logan Yunker. Beebe fields it at the 22. Across the 30, dancing his way up to the 35-yard line. A return of 13 after a 55-yard punt. Well, we are a couple of days away from a huge day in the Archuleta family.
Yeah.
How about this? Hawk Archuleta turns 3. on Monday?
On Monday, happy birthday.
You know, it's also my birthday on September 7th, but nobody has a picture made of me.
Well, maybe we should.
Oh,
put
and
a
now we got
picture
more
of you.
pictures of the Archuleta
Oh,
family.
my goodness.
Jeez, that's a cute picture. That deserves to be on the screen.
My wife knows how to make very cute kids.
So Northern Illinois will try to work some clock now as we approach 9 minutes to go in the fourth. We wish your guy a little happy birthday. I'm honored to share a birthday with him.
That's big time.
2nd and 10. Hare's pass is caught by Beebe. What a grab by Chad Beebe. One that'll make his father Don very happy. A gain of 25.
Very Beebe-esque. With a cornerback draped all over his body. Love the concentration in the middle of the field. And boy, what a good pass by Drew Hare.
Northern Illinois with 360 yards through the air. This time on the ground with Guanyo. And now this Northern Illinois offense is in a great groove.
Just a terrific job in concentration. Great coverage by the quarterback movement. But that's tough to defend.
1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground. Big hole for Guanyo at the 20. Still going at the 10. Tripped up, and he is in for a touchdown. Third touchdown of the night for Joel Guanyo. And Northern Illinois has taken over here in the second half. Hagan on for the extra point. Pretty amazing that the Northern Illinois coaches said, look, we don't know what to expect from a new staff, 2 new coordinators. We realize we're going to have to make some adjustments as the game goes on. They fell behind 17-3. Credit to their coaching staff. The adjustments they have made have worked perfectly as Northern Illinois has opened up a big lead on UNLV.
The new Note 5 or the new
dollars. Get to DraftKings.com now.
8:10 to go, fourth quarter. Northern Illinois was down 17-3 at one point tonight. They now lead at 38-23. Well, let's take a look at our up for whatever moment of the game, brought to you by Bud Light. Guanyo has been down for whatever. 3 touchdowns tonight for the junior. 108 rushing yards in the second half alone. 126 for the game. And getting a little breather on the bench. 3 touchdowns tonight for the junior. Now, what's ironic is he had 5 touchdowns last year, and 4 of the 5 came in the opening game against Presbyterian. So in his last 2 season openers, he scored 7 touchdowns. Here goes Criswell on the return. Trying to get to the outside across the 30 and knocked down at the 32-yard line with 8:02 to go in the fourth quarter.
Return for UNLV.
So Blake Decker will come back out. And let's see if they get it back in the air, Adam, with Devontae Boyd, Kendall Keys. They've had big nights. The time is now for the Rebels with 8:02 to go.
It's got to happen, but it starts with protection. And you've seen as this game has gone on up front, the Husky defense starting to win those one-on-one battles and get to Decker. So they're not going to have a chance if they cannot protect him and give him time to throw the ball down the field.
Decker in trouble, steps up and goes down. Cameron Clinton Earl, the senior out of Milwaukee.
Down on the play.
A good job by Earl to stick with it, but it was Perez Ford who gave the initial pressure off of the edge. That's what made Blake Decker step up, and then it was Clinton Earl coming off the block and making the play.
Fourth sack of the night for the Northern Illinois defense. That's now Fahu on the carry. And the time continues to tick. UNLV has not won a season opener on the road since 2007. They've not won a season opener overall since 2009.
They're having a hard time, Andrew, on the right side with speed rush.
Incomplete, but a flag comes in. And they're going to call that against the Northern Illinois defense. Paris Logan on the coverage.
Yep, you see the left arm right there. Grab the shoulder and the upper arm.
So an automatic first down that moves the chains for the Rebels.
Andrew, they're having right now, the Rebels having a hard time on that right side against speed rushers. So if I was Jay Neiman, I'd put Perez Ford, number 44, over there, or I would bring pressure to try and get to Decker.
Handed off to Whiteley, spinning his way across the 45-yard line all the way up to the 47 before Elijah Campbell brings him down. Inside 7 minutes to go.
You got to speed it up. A lot of time right now. You got to score twice.
Kendall Keys lined up in the slot. Decker's pass is caught by Boyd, who's hit immediately and knocked back by Marlon Moore, the senior free safety out of Mobile, Alabama.
We haven't called his name much tonight, but this is one of the best players on this defense. A guy that moved from cornerback to safety last year, was an excellent cover corner, but ended up being their #1 tackler last year, 99 tackles, and loves to hit.
It's a first down, but again, UNLV taking a lot of time with 6:10 to go. Decker, other side of the field. That pass is caught by Williams, but he's quickly wrapped up. Sharon and Logan on the tackle after a gain of 6.
Barney Cotton going with the short passing game, because right now, anytime they try and drop back, the pressure is getting to Blake Decker, but you have to try and speed this up a little bit and get the ball down the field. You don't have enough time to take this much time at the line of scrimmage.
Decker looking deep down the middle, and it's caught! Touchdown UNLV! Aaron Criswell from 41 yards, and the Rebels aren't done yet. So a 9-point game, you kick the extra point now. Bornand is out, and then go for 2 when you have to if you score again later. This extra point would make it a 1-possession game with 5:26 to go. Big throw there by Blake Decker, and Criswell is able to hang on and take it in for the touchdown. Extra point is good. 1-possession game here in DeKalb with 5:26 to go. Blake Decker showing off his arm. Decker all fired up after that touchdown. There is a flag down on the extra point, but the penalty is declined. The extra point is good. A 1-possession game, Northern Illinois by 8.
We live in a pick and
Strength medicine available over the counter. Nasacort stops more of what makes you miserable.
Call College football on CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By the all-new Chrysler 200, ready to take on the world. And by Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
Back in Northern Illinois, we've got a ball game, one possession game with 5:26 to go. College football on CBS Sports Network presented by Geico. Northern Illinois has scored 35 points in the last 26 minutes. So UNLV has cut it down to 8, but can their defense come up with a stop? They have not been able to do that this entire second half. Bornan with a pooch kick to the 18-yard line, fielded by Turner. Reverses field across the 30, and good field position for the Huskies at the 33-yard line. We go back to that last touchdown.
Well, I love the way they designed this to attack the middle of the field. You're going to see the inside route, and that's going to draw that free safety, number 2, Blake Richmond, out of the middle. Once he sees the route declare, you see Richmond bite underneath. The pass protection is excellent for Blake Decker. He's able to step up, look at the zone behind the free safety, and deliver that ball to his wide receiver, Criswell, for a much-needed big play. That was expertly done by the offense.
Expertly telestrated as well. Adam Archuleta in the season opener with a big one out of the gate. 1st and 10. And the handoff is to Desroy Maxwell, the tight end. So you called the Duke-Tulane game on Thursday night, so it's actually your second game, but nonetheless.
But I didn't get to telestrate like that. These are a new set of tools they gave me tonight, Andrew.
Inside 5 minutes to go. UNLV has all 3 timeouts. And now we have a stoppage. And Northern Illinois has called timeout with 4:52 to go. So Rod Caray uses his first timeout here of the second half. Gives us a chance to go back to New York for an update. Here's Dana Jacobson.
All right, Andrew, thanks. Good thing that Adam is busy there and being distracted by the game that you have, because he would not be happy watching Arizona State against Texas A&M in this one. A&M just adding to their lead. This is Christian Kirk, 66 yards for the score. Aggies will take a 31-17 lead. He already had a 79-yard punt return in the game.
All right, Dana, thank you very much. And Northern Illinois almost just turned the ball over. Drew Hare was stripped, but recovered. Was back to pass on second down. Now it'll be 3rd and long.
Well, they were trying to go deep, but it was Pennyvea coming off of his right side, almost got the ball back to the defense, but that was extremely dangerous.
Let's see if UNLV can come up with a defensive stop. It's 3rd and 12.
And they've been tired this second half. They haven't been able to make big plays, but this is the down right here where you have to come up.
Pressure coming. Hare steps up. Hare is in trouble, eludes the rush, and he's tackled at the 35-yard line. The UNLV defense comes up with a big stop, and they're going to get the ball back. Matt Lee made the tackle, and Northern Illinois will be forced to punt inside 4 minutes to go.
Well, again, pressure coming off of Drew Hare's left side by Mark Finau. And that's what they needed. They have struggled here in the second half of keeping up their energy and just haven't been able to make the big plays. But pressure here on the last 2 downs is going to give Blake Decker a chance to tie up this game.
UNLV does not call timeout here. They'll save their 3 for their offensive set. Whiteley is back deep, calls for a fair catch at the 26-yard line. So UNLV has 3:17 to go, all 3 timeouts. Tony Sanchez has not lost in 701 days. He was undefeated in high school last year. You have to go back to October 4th, 2013 for the last time that Sanchez lost as head coach. But right now his focus is here in DeKalb with his team down by 8. All right, Adam Archuleta, where are you going if you're Blake Decker?
Do they have number 83 on their team?
They do.
Because right now is when your stars have to come up.
Boyd has 4 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown. Decker. Flag is down, pass is incomplete, and this flag looks to be in the area of offensive holding.
We have a flag on the play.
I think that's DeAndre Sanders.
Yep, number 63 is DeAndre Sanders. This is his first collegiate game. He was on the team last year but didn't play.
Up there on the right side against Perez Ford. I said earlier in the game they're having trouble on that right side, blocking speed one-on-one. And that's just tough now. 1st and 20. That's not how you want to start a drive when you have to tie the game.
And Whiteley bouncing off tackles and still going. Great second effort by Keith Whiteley, all the way up close to the 30-yard line, gives them a manageable 2nd down.
I'd say big run by Keith Whiteley.
Gain of 12.
They still have their 3 timeouts, plenty of time on the clock, so you could run your entire offense. There's no reason to rush, but you have to be able to pick up positive yardage right here and either pick up the 1st down or give you a 3rd and short.
2nd and 8, incomplete. It did not look like Anthony Williams was ready for that pass, but there's a flag down on the far side of the field from the Northern Illinois sideline.
Well, he took a big shot from Boomer Mays, the inside linebacker.
Clearly, David Alvarez's microphone is not working. We apologize for that.
I think they're calling this on Boomer Mays, the linebacker.
The UNLV declined it, which brings up 3rd and 8. Decker's pass is a wobbler, but it's caught for a 1st down by Devontae Boyd. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and 10 with 2:29 to go, and UNLV still has all 3 timeouts.
Well, that's just an incredible effort. This is zone coverage. Boomer Mays, the inside linebacker, he's supposed to get under that route. That's a curl route. But Boyd able to find that little soft spot, and Decker getting the ball to his best receiver.
Boyd over 100 yards receiving for the 4th time in his career. He's got 107. Decker fires a bullet, incomplete. He's trying to connect with Anthony Williams. It'll be 2nd down. Harris Logan on the coverage.
He's got to be careful. I know he's having a lot of confidence right now, and he's been able to fit the ball into some pretty tight windows. But you have to be able to have ball security right now. Make great decisions. Don't force anything. You still have plenty of time. 2 minutes and 5 seconds with 3 timeouts. Make sure you hit the open guy, but please do not throw an interception.
Rebels have to score a touchdown and go for 2 and convert. They trail by 8, 2:05 to play. Decker, incomplete, a miscommunication as Kendall Keys was not ready for that pass. UNLV was winless on the road last year. They have not won away from Vegas since November 21st of 2013 when they won at Air Force. And here comes the crowd here at Husky Stadium.
Watch out for pressure.
Here it comes. Decker gets rid of it underneath to Whiteley. He's got a first down into Northern Illinois territory to the 47-yard line. A gain of 14.
Terrific job by Decker, recognizing the pressure. This is a zone pressure look, and they drop Perez forward in coverage instead of rushing him. Whiteley breaks the tackle and picks up the first down.
1:45 and counting. Decker fires incomplete towards the sideline. Kendall Keys was the intended target. Keep in mind, UNLV, Adam, didn't really run tempo this entire game. Offensive coordinator Barney Cotton said they wanted to huddle as much as possible today since it was the first game for everyone and new staff. Maybe later in the year they'd run some tempo. So this 2-minute offense is not something they've been doing all night long, unlike Northern Illinois.
But it's not a true hurry-up 2-minute because they have time. They've been able to take their time at the line of scrimmage to give Blake Decker a good pre-snap read.
2nd and 10. Quick pass to Keys. Nowhere to go. He is bottled up. And gets back to the line of scrimmage. Albert Smalls, the first one to get there.
Well, that's a swarming defense right there.
And UNLV has called timeout.
That's a good decision right now. You got to think about this third down. This is a 3rd and 10. And you got to have it, but that's a good job of the defense recognizing screen and getting about 6 or 7 guys at the ball.
90 seconds to go, and following the timeout, UNLV will have 2 remaining. They'll be facing 3rd down and 9. Rod Caray, in his 3rd year as the head coach of the Huskies. His team was down 17-3 tonight. They lost 2 of their big offensive weapons in Keith Harris and Tommylee Lewis, but to their credit, it came roaring back, and now they need their defense to come up with a big stop.
This is a big little chess match right here from Barney Cotton, the offensive coordinator, and Jay Neiman, the defensive coordinator. Is Jay Neiman going to blitz? If so, what play am I going to call? Or is he going to opt to play coverage?
Neiman was 4th from the right in the black shirt, up in the booth. See what he dials up here on 3rd down and 9. Decker over the middle, incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Brandon Mays was ball hawking there, and it brings up 4th down.
Linebackers dropping in zone coverage. Perez Ford, number 44, is right there in the throwing lane, reading the eyes of Decker, and he just couldn't get the ball to his receiver.
Mays nearly picked it. Instead, 4th and 9. UNLV 1 for 1 on 4th downs tonight. Decker fires, incomplete. Devontae Boyd had a step on the coverage, but could not bring it in. Marlon Moore got a hand on it with 1:20 to go, and UNLV has 2 timeouts remaining.
Boy, it looked like this was going to work. He just dropped it.
He did.
He just dropped it. He was open. Decker got him the ball right in his hands. He couldn't have thrown it any better, and he dropped it.
Tough one there for Devontae Boyd and the Rebels. And Northern Illinois, sigh of relief in their defensive coaching box. Game is not over, though. With 1:20 to go and 2 timeouts, UNLV could get the ball back. But they need their defense to not allow the Huskies to get a first down. Guanyo across midfield, still going all the way up to the 46-yard line. UNLV calls timeout with 1:12 to go.
Well, you can't give up 8 yards on first down.
UNLV has called their 2nd timeout of the 2nd half. 30 seconds in length.
You got to love how Guanyo has run the ball in the 2nd half. He has been tough inside.
So a first down would seal it for the Huskies. Don't forget, coming up next, live inside college football right here on CBS Sports Network. Of all the highlights from a busy Labor Day Saturday in the world of college football. Northern Illinois has won 30 of its last 31 home games. Trying to keep the good times rolling here at Husky Stadium in their throwback uniforms. 50th anniversary of Husky Stadium this year. 2nd and 2. Wanya up the middle, he's got a first down, and that will do it. Fittingly, Joel Buono's had a big night with the clinching first down run for Northern Illinois.
He has been so impressive inside and just has completely taken over here in the second half. Just doing a terrific job finding the seams on the inside and finishing his runs.
Northern Illinois will just take a knee. And they have survived a big scare from the re-energized UNLV Rebels. 2-11 last year. Did not win a game on the road. Didn't know what to expect in their first game. And they gave Northern Illinois all they could handle here in the season opener. But in the end, the Huskies, who have been to 7 straight bowl games, are able to prevail in front of their home fans. Good game tonight here in DeKalb.
Now, I thought the Rebels came in, and I did like their energy, and they executed a little bit better than I thought they would have on both sides of the ball. But in the end, it was the Huskies and persevering and battling through adversity and running the marathon instead of the sprint.
Lot to like for Tony Sanchez in his head coaching debut here at the collegiate level. And meanwhile, Northern Illinois, credit to their coaching staff for the second half adjustments as they completely took over that game after halftime. Well, let's go down to Rashawn Ali.
Coach, what can you say about how your team responded after the half?
Well, it was good. You know, they came out and we know quite where they were going to run, and we came out and adjusted them the second half and had a pretty good second half. 3 and out there at the end by the offense wasn't good. You know, an easy touchdown at the end wasn't good. So there's a lot to clean up yet, but we'll take the win.
Talk about Galladay and Buono and how good they were in the second half as well.
Yeah, well, you know, we thought we had a little mismatch there, and we went to it with Kenny. And, you know, he made the plays, and so did Drew. And then Joel, you know, it ran downhill, man. That was good.
It was good. Well, I'm glad you have a smile on your face now, Coach.
All right, thanks.
Andrew, back to you.
Well, Joel Buono certainly ran downhill. 21 carries, 152 yards, and 3 touchdowns for the Northern Illinois running back. It all adds up to a 38-30 win for the Huskies. For Adam Archuleta, Rashawn Ali, our entire CBS crew, producer Bruce Clark, director John Coleman, I'm Andrew Catalan. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Let's now send it to Dana Jacobson and Christian Fourier live in our New York studio with Inside College Football. Take it away.
Bulls, a game in which Jordan lit up the scoreboard for 64 points.
Bill Jackson, head coach of the Bulls, certainly likes what he's seen.